Yes, good morning to everybody. Hope everybody is blessed. We're back, GTV. Yes, I know, peeps. I don't do that many lives in that. And you know what? I'm actually enjoying it. Me and Sav were just dropping it up in the back office. Endz, we don't appreciate your comments, so please do not leave.
Racially motivated.
Yeah, I feel like it is, to be fair. And you know what's crazy? Guys, if you've not watched Endz's show that we did last night, me, Savage, and Endz on his podcast show. Yeah, I'm hearing quite a lot of connotations from Endz, and I don't know if I'm comfortable with it at this stage. I've let it go. I've let it slide. You know, I'm not gonna say anything as of right now. But me and Savage are not really too happy with some of the connotations. You know, in terms of our skin color. We spoke about the Fire Stick remote. For some reason, that became a joke. I don't know. I'm not really too comfortable with it. So, Endz, if you don't mind, yeah, if you can just, leave it out. Thank you very much. Savage, though, to you. How are you doing this morning, my bro?
All right, man. Nice, good workout this morning. Good workout, man. But I'm saying to that point now, and just like I'll work out so early that I'll get to like 6 o'clock and I feel like I haven't trained. And it's like, I don't know, it rattles me a little bit, bro. But I've been training for so long now, bro. It's kind of like, when you actually deep how long you've been doing some things for, what just become part of your life. All right, but I've been training properly since I was 12, bro.
Oh, yeah. Like, that's a long time. That's a long time.
It's kind of crazy. It's like 20 plus years, like my son's 16. So, yeah, it's mad still, man. But you know what it is, bro? Like, obviously, sons are on that, bro. Which means certain point in the gym and it gets busy because everyone's trying to scrounge around on it. But I still respect it, even though I joke around on that. But like, I respect that they're in there, innit? Because they're trying to do something. They're trying to better themselves and that. Okay, so man just came on with his big arms and that blood like, when I'm talking.
Oh, this is what I'm saying. I've got a white beat on, Jerry coming on with the arms, like it's crazy.
I'm not coming in my arms. I've got a t-shirt on. That's it.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you know them ones. You know them.
It's an extra large. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
I'm trying to be like you, blood. This man's stuck about
It's an extra large, bro. What do you want me to do? Back in the day, we used to squeeze into smalls and that.
Bro, just on that, big love Jerry, obviously, for jumping in. You know what was funny? We was talking about like the shirts, the kits and stuff, innit? Bro, it's so funny, like say now, like I'm an extra large, in my clothes. You see that Liverpool Vapor, that the match worn.
The match worn with the air holes on that, blood.
That's not extra large for me.
Double XL thing still.
That's a double XL standard. And even then, I'm like, all right, cool. I need to adjust a little bit, like before. Bro, them thing there is tight. I don't know about. They need to like. I like the old school retro shirts. That felt like a proper. a proper shirt man can play football with. Like this.
Ones, bro. It's all good in that, but don't eat no carbs while you're wearing that though. Just drink water, bro. Just drink water. The man's like, yo, Tabby, you're not hungry? Nah, I'm good.
You got to be like dehydrated, like Virgil van Dijk. Bro, he's not meant to be that skinny, bro. I'm telling you, it's a joke thing. Bro, you can't be on that skinny, like with legs like that. And so trust me, he's starving himself. Watch when he retires, he's going to become fat.
You think so? Have you seen his brother? His brother's like, you can see his brother's like big, like.
But listen, it's natural. If you're 6'4", unless you're like a Crouch, when you can see he's visibly just a lanky youth. You can't have legs like this and then just be mad mager. The only reason you can play like that, like stay like that, is because the training you're doing is immense. It's like double sessions every day. You got a chef cooking you this, but once that goes, you think he's going to be that size, bruv? He's going to be bald. The corners are going to be fading. He might have to bick it all off.
I can't see Virgil bicking it all off. No,
but then it's going to go bald. Then he's going to go bald, and you're just going to have that little McDonald's sign at the front with a ponytail. That's going to look even 10 times worse, bro.
I with Jerry still, man. You know how it goes, man. Obviously, I know Dutch people have the tallest people and that, bro. But he's like, his heritage and that, bro. His mom's like half Chinese and Virgil's. That's what I'm saying, man.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Kind of work off to genetics, blood. You get me?
That's mad. You know what's? And it's. I think obviously I only noticed Virgil, like in terms of his weight, when he did that interview with Rio Ferdinand. Like, when I looked at him, I was like, nah. Like, to be fair, I felt like that was the first time I noticed. I said, nah, Virgil, you are skinny, bro. Like, but you're super strong.
Like, when we sign a new player and then they do that welcome to Liverpool behind the scenes thing, is when I watched them do Gakpo's medical, bro.
And and the medical, you see the ribs and that.
And he even made a joke, like they said something about muscle, because I think like Mo was like running on the treadmill or something like that. And I'm like, what, blood? Like no pection, just.
The problem you have, is if he was to optimize himself, like, and be like, cool, I'm gonna max out muscle mass, and it will affect his ability to up and down and run about the way Klopp wanted to play, especially and now obviously he's going to stay like that, but it's going to affect you, and you're then inclined to have more injuries, more because you're getting fatigued quicker in it. So if he was doing another sport, he wouldn't look like that. Like, he wouldn't look like that.
Yeah, they've done that when we was doing experiments, sports science and that, bro. Like the percentage is like 3%, but the 3% in like top athletes is crazy, bro. It's a big difference. Bro.
Yeah,
Adriano and that compared to like these man.
That's what I'm saying. Like Adriano was kind of a big guy.
Like I told you when Neymar he cracked his spine in that World Cup and that, bro. These man said he was like 8 stone 12 or something. I said, rotted, blood.
That is small, brother. 8 stone.
But
he doesn't look like I didn't look like an 8 stone though. Like,
Diaz is the same, and I think Diaz had problems when he was a kid. I watched something when he was like proper malnourished and he had to go to the hospital and get like put on a drip for extra nutrition and that. When you look at Diaz, he's tiny, bro.
He is he is slim. He's very, very slim. That's mad.
But them man, all those guys, like, you can't, like, this is my point. I always think about, you see, like, if the States took like football seriously, it actually might be game over. Because they're the ones that have managed to like optimize that muscle mass, size, and athleticism. But with the sports, and obviously basketball's a great example where you have to have the endurance to do like countless sprints back and forth. But LeBron's 6'6".
He's a big guy,
20 kg, but looks like uniform in, like, he just looks ripped. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's like, how do you cope with coming up against someone like that in that sport?
Now, you're right, bro. We'd be fucked, bro. Because sometimes I see them college students and that. I think I said to you the other day at GU and Endz, that I was watching that video on that university. I need to find the name again, bro, so we can do a video on it, bro. Jerry, you'd love this, bro. It's one of the maddest unis I've ever seen, blood. It's like their top uni in America, and it, bro.
What is it? Is it Texas, Kentucky? One of them?
Listen, while we're talking, I get it because you know them fitness influencers that do the vlogs, and it's like visiting the most whatever. And he went there. They had like 12 students from the past year, and they're in the NBA now.
Yeah, I think it's it will either be Texas State, or it will be Kentucky. It will be one of them. But that's what I'm saying. They've done it. Their whole setup's different though. Like, you could go to college, and you could be playing in like an 80,000 seat stadium every week.
Yeah. No, it's fact. Yeah, when I watch ESPN football and that, it's mad. It's a bit like Bournemouth can't talk to them, man.
That's mad, bro. It's whilst you're not talking, I'm literally looking. I'm like 8 stone. I'm trying to look at that in
one to watch. Yeah, one to watch as an example, right? And this is NFL. If people want to see, like, when man talk about like, oh, Virgil, he's so big and that, like, no, he's normal. Go look at DK Metcalf for the NFL, yeah?
Yeah.
He's like 6'7", yeah? His neck size is like a 59 or something. It's something ridiculous, yeah? But he does the 40-meter dash in like 4 point something seconds.
Say swear.
You have never seen anything like this in your life. DK Metcalf, there's enough of them. Like, there's a brother there, one of them, I'm gonna find his name, but he's like almost 200 kg and he can do a backflip.
Bro, I don't know. Many
like, honestly, how can you? But imagine you apply this going to football. Imagine you apply that to football. You see, when you look at Virgin, you're like, yeah, like, he's doing this. Imagine you had like a LeBron that's 6'6". That's faster than him. That's stronger than everyone else. Like, you know that any sport he'd pick up, you just be good at as well. Like, because that's what LeBron James is, right? How do you compete with someone like that? I don't think Europe are only tapping into it now. I think you're only starting to see it now. You'll see the fruits of it in like 10 years when you'll see, why is that centre back?
The place ain't a uni. It's a school, blood, but it's a top school, and it's IMG Academy, bro, in Florida. It's not a uni. It's a school. I watched it. It's a school. I think it's like 95K a year or something. Like, when I was watching the video, like, their regular classes was like the teacher was showing them what to do with protein. She was cooking and explaining stuff while they were doing it. And then, bro, the shit's fucked up, bro. They had I don't want to get this wrong, but they got 12. I think it's 12 like American football pictures, like all back to back, just there in it, and then a couple tennis courts and that, bro. Madness, bro. Mad.
I'm sorry.
You're paying for your kid to go there, blood. I swear to God, if you don't make it, bro, it's going off in it. Like this.
It's going, bro. I'm sorry, but Donny's £200 can do a backflip, brother. He's putting man to shame, rude boy.
Yeah, it's mad. The one
man probably do a backflip today.
One dude on YouTube he does that, bro. Some hench, it's like £320.
No, but do you understand how a backflip even works? Like,
nah, he does backflips into burpees and that, bro.
At all, like,
yeah,
at all.
Nah, like you need to honestly. The one thing that I always use, like when I'm in the gym and stuff, right, like to motivate myself, is, and I've done it from ages, innit? I always said to myself, I want to be able to rep 100 kg like these men, because some of these men, they'll be like 5'9", yeah, some of them running backs and that, but they're pumping 100 kg for reps, but like 25 reps, and then just boop, and for the combine, and you're like,
I was just gonna say that if anyone's watched the NFL Combine and that, blood, just don't watch the best people. Watch the person who the commentators are like, oh, he's messed up there, and then you're looking at him like, brother, I can't do anything. Oh yeah, he messed up on his box. His 47-inch box jump. He messed up there, bro. He ran too early. I'm like, oh, okay, fair enough. He messed up. Fair enough, big man. Yo.
Nah, America. Nah, Jerry's. Jerry, you lot are right, man. Like America, they got the best. Like they seem like they got like one of the best kind of like systems for things. Like, and if they listen, they should be really pretty.
Their arrogance is their strength. Americans, bro. They love themselves in it. They want to be better than anyone. And then you got Russians doing the same thing, but
yeah, 100%. I think the one thing I'd look at and be like, I just don't know is I'd like to see what effect it would have on like a LeBron, right? Could he play 38 games a season, playing at the intensity and being that weight and carrying it? That would be interesting to see, because you just don't know. It's a different sport at the end of the day. But what I'm saying is, it's funny when you go and look at like a Virgil van Dijk, right? And people are like, oh, he's a man mountain. But in reality, brother, he's just tall, innit? Like when people say he's big, he's not. He's like, you look at rugby even players, like they're big. Those guys are big, innit? And they're crashing into people doing sprints. Like, you know what I mean?
Can you imagine getting hit by one of these rugby players at full speed? And you're running at full speed and they're running at full speed.
What's worse, though? The NFL's worse, It's actually got more deaths.
Yeah,
NFL, because
not many people die in rugby.
Yeah, like rugby, like, yeah, the NFL's different because you're coming up against someone that could be like 250 kg, bruv, but it can run fast. And all he's got to do for that moment, because obviously they've got the defensive team and the offensive team, right? Mm-hmm. So the defensive team come on, right? And all they're doing is defending the attacking team and starting to get into the end goal, right? They're just like, all I have to do is just crunch you and smash you. So that's it. So that's all I'm going to do for that 30 seconds that I'm on the field, right? Or that minute, whatever it is you're running, I'm crashing you. And that's it. If we win the ball back, I'm coming off and the attacking team are coming on. All their exercises is I need to make sure that in 30 seconds, I can get from there to there in a certain amount of time and crunch you with efficiency. That's
why when man see the NFL and they always see the man them on the sideline, they're like, yo, he's fat. I'm like,
he's definitely not.
You know what his job is, isn't it? Like, he's got a lot of body fat, bro, but he's there to kill this guy, blood. He's not trying to get the ball off you, bro. He's trying to make you fumble the ball, bro. So that's even easier for me. I just got to take you out, bro. That's it. Bro, man was talking about the last NFL, because obviously, fuck Patrick Mahomes, innit, bro. He's on the other side, innit? But
you're a dem man. You were a dem man. Yeah,
fucking bro. And obviously, man was like, oh, he looks so tired and that. I'm like, brother, first of all, he's young, but he's been doing this, bro, for time, bro, and he's the quarterback. He's been getting clattered, bro. Like, everyone's aim on the other team is get him, and he's known as the smaller guy. He's one of the smaller,
and he's 6'3".
He's 6'3". But that's what happens when you're around Americans, bro. All of a sudden, the person who looks like the small one is 6'3", bro. It's the same when you watch wrestling, isn't it? The one who doesn't look like the Undertaker, you're like, oh, he's a small wrestler. He's way bigger than you. I grew up thinking that Shawn Michaels and that was small blood.
Have you 6'2" or something?
Yeah, I thought all these were small guys till I met them. I was so Spike Dudley's the one who's the same height.
and Rey Mysterio is just like an average breader, but he's making it look like.
It's but I literally just look now. It's like Steph Curry. Yeah, people have this obviously in basketball. Them man are so.
He's my height. He's
taller than me. Yeah, he's taller than me. I was like, bro, how's he taller than me? Like,
he's my height.
That's a myth. I already told you when I'm looking at when I'm standing next to Jerry, I'm kind of having to like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a bit of a height difference. Like, so I'm thinking, right, Steph Curry, you know, and he's considered to be one of the shortest players in the NBA. That's mad. That's 6'2", you know, 6'2".
And the thing is, going to the football, I think that's where it's going, because if you can have, and I think you can see it even with Guardiola, if you can have defenders all around the back that are 6 foot plus, but are fast, but are good technically as well, and they're athletic, it just causes it's difficult to defend. Even Arsenal tried to go down that route. If you look at the fullbacks they've got, the Gvardiol, your Ake's playing there and stuff, because they're equally as fast. They're not. I mean, it's not that much of a difference. Yeah, they're not Adama Traore fast, but they can keep up with you, and they're going to be stronger than you, and they can beat you in the air. Is that? I'm telling you,
that's what looks like a problem. That's why Rodri looks like such a problem, because Rodri's actually a bigger person. Like compared to Virgil physically, he's a bigger person, bro. He's not.
Yeah, he looks it. Yeah, he does look it.
The man just walking around, just bopping man around, bro. He's fucked, bro.
It's actually fucked.
Listen, yeah, no, we need to. I want to one of these streams, man. We're gonna chop up more about that, because that's actually fascinating to even hear. Like I'm fascinated about the brother 200 and.
No, when we log off, I'm not going to find the name. When we log off, I'll show you, man.
Show me, bro.
It's ridiculous. At 14, he was at 6'4", and he weighed like 120 kg, but I had six pack. Like,
bro, I'm now looking at my pod. Anyway, let's move on, because I'm already kind of feeling a bit bad. I went for a jog and all of that, and like now I don't feel so great.
That's why the internet and social media is getting dangerous, man. Because people are comparing themselves to regular people, they're comparing themselves to athletes, bro. It's dangerous. It's dangerous, blood. Like, you're not an athlete, man. Or if you are, you're in that level. That's a professional athlete. They get paid for this, and they've been doing it since they were kids, bro. It's madness, man.
2 sets. There we go. Yeah, it's mad. All right, let's jump into. I always like to do quick question time before we get into why we're actually here, people. And big up everybody who's obviously inside the building this morning. Of course, we're going to be doing our Premier League team of the season. It's going to be interesting to hearing what the guys have to say. But yeah, got 5 questions for you guys. And then, of course, we'll get into it for the last, say, 45 minutes or so. All right, first one. Who scored the fastest goal in Premier League history?
Shane Long.
It was. Didn't Shane Long? Didn't they change that?
Maybe it did, but I can't remember. I don't want to cheat.
Guys in the chat, please do not put your.
No, I think Jerry's right still. Now I'm thinking of the fastest hat trick. It's Shane Long, because it's that goal against Watford, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Shane Long in like 20 seconds or something like that.
No, it was quicker than 20 seconds. Like 7 or 8.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, that's never getting beaten. Yeah, Shane Long then.
You guys are correct. Shane Long, 7.69 seconds. That is the fastest goal.
Now, quick that is, bruv.
Quick, bruv. Like
on FIFA, bruv. 7 seconds is 3 minutes, blood.
Bruv, thank you, Scraps. No spoilers. Yeah, retards. Please do not do that. But that, 7 seconds. That's about enough time for you to kick the ball. That's like Liverpool kicking the ball. You know when we do the stupid fucking back to the defender, kick it up long. That's more. Yeah, is that even 7? That might even be longer than 7 seconds.
7 seconds means on Sky Sports the clock hasn't come up yet.
Yeah. That's fast. That is mad. Next question. Which club famously got relegated with 42 points in 1997?
You said, I'm so hasty. I was just about to say Derby for no reason, bro.
You're just rude.
I was going to say Derby, but as soon as you said the date, I was like, yeah, this is before my time.
97. That is Ian Hart, West Ham. Because I was about to say West Brom. West Brom had the thingy, the Great Escape in it, and West Ham's the one who got relegated on 42 points. That's when they started to talk about get to this much points to stay up.
That your final answer?
Could be wrong about the year though, but yeah, West Ham.
Incorrect.
What?
It is Sunderland were relegated with 42 points in 1997.
Oh, you know what?
Sorry, bro.
No. I don't think I'm wrong, bro. That's a joint record, bro. But the one I'm thinking is like it's
Maybe,
it's
to be fair.
It's like
Let me check.
2004, 2000 might be the season before Arsenal went on Invincible. I can't remember. I don't know if the manager was Alan Kirbishley at the time, but
was that not Charlton or was that West Ham?
Well, 2003 West Ham, because then they came back up.
In fact, they even got it wrong themselves, to be fair, because in the 96-97 season, it was actually 40 points, Sunderland.
Okay, but for 42, West Ham did get relegated on 42 points, isn't it?
It's mad because they got 42 in the season, but they didn't finish. But they finished like 14th in that season, which is only 2 points above fucking.
Oh, they finished 14th, so they didn't get relegated.
No. It was Sunderland, Middlesbrough, and Nottingham Forest got relegated in 96-97.
Nah. Sorry, bro. G, I love you and that, bro. But listen, it's gonna rattle me. That is.
What do you want me to do?
No. Let me see something, bro.
Check it. But yeah,
Premier League 2002-2003 season. I think that's what it would be. 2002. Oh, it's gonna piss me off if I'm wrong though, because then I look doubly embarrassed. But I went to VAR and the still fucking women.
My man didn't change it. Like,
why do I think it was? Right there, 22-23, West Ham. Boom! 18th, 2003. They finished 42 points. They were because West Brom were just behind them.
Yeah, Sav, you're a real connoisseur. It's either a connoisseur and a nerd. It's one of them. How the hell did you know that?
Yeah, probably a nerd still. Can't lie.
That is crazy. You know what?
The reason why I know that is because I remember Bolton staying up. It's more about Bolton staying up than I remembered who was underneath them, and they kept making a big deal about the points, bro.
I think they were meant to put 40 instead of 42. That's probably if you had said 42, 100%. You would have.
W's for Sav, man. The fact you got that's quality.
Bruv. That's quality. Next question. Who is the only player to score a hat-trick in the Prem, FA Cup, and Champions League in the same season? It is a player that we all I'll say is it's a player that you definitely rate.
How do you know if I rate him though?
Because we've spoken about this player before. When I say rate, I didn't like
one club. Did he do it for one club or this might?
Yeah, for one club in the same season.
Oh, okay.
To be fair, the pool isn't going to be mad when you think about it. Think about it's really going to be Champions League teams.
Okay, was it 2009?
It doesn't tell me the year.
The reason why I think it's because of the Champions League and the Prem. So I'm going to go Benayoun.
Right. Who did you go with?
Benayoun. I don't know about the FA Cup hat-trick, but I know about the Prem and the Champions League one.
I don't think he got an FA Cup hat-trick, though.
The thing is, I can't think of anyone who's got, like, just the Prem and FA Cup anyway.
I'm trying to think, what kind of a clue could I give you?
Forward, midfielder, can you give us that?
He did say that we all
if I say the position, you'll know.
All right.
Not that you'll know, but it will narrow it down, like, too easy.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. I will say no. I was gonna say country, but that's too easy.
I'm gonna go 2 players in. Probably wrong though. This is just
you can only pick one, but go on, tell me your 2 players.
Has it happened more than once though? It has happened more than once, or is it just a one-off thing?
As in, when it only gives me the question and answer, so I couldn't even tell you if it's happened more than once. Doesn't sound like something that's happened more than once though.
Champions League final as well, did you say? Or just Champions League?
No, just Champions League. So I don't know if they scored in the final. No, they definitely didn't score a hat-trick in the final.
Is it for us?
I'm going to go Drogba.
Say that again?
I'm going to go Drogba.
No.
I'm going to go Drogba now.
I'm going to say, with Jerry, Drogba sounds realistic, innit? I don't think it's one person, bro, because now I'm thinking I feel like Aguero's done that too.
No, in the same season.
The same season, though. I don't feel like Aguero's done that in the same season. Scored in the Premier League, FA Cup, and Champions League hat-trick. He has scored a hat-trick in the Champions League, I remember.
Jerry, when did Ben Yoon play for Liverpool? He played in 2009 because that's when we had the Arsenal draw in it. Did he score a hat-trick? Didn't he score a hat-trick then, or did he score a brace?
I think it was a brace.
And he scored that thingy, that dreadful game when we went down 2-0 to have it at Waterloo.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
But G said he's not a Liverpool player though.
He's not.
Yeah, that's all I'll give you. He's not a Liverpool player.
I feel like
I'm wrong, but I'm gonna go Drogba, innit? My other one was Rooney, but I'm like, did Rooney score a hat trick in the FA Cup? I mean, he probably did. I'm gonna go Rooney or Drogba, one of them.
Pick one.
Makes me. All right, I'm gonna go Rooney. I'm going Rooney.
Savage. You two have to both agree on an answer. So
okay,
you messed me up, man. So I'm just gonna, because you said not Liverpool now, and I'm still. But then Benny, you played for Thingy as well. I think.
Forcing his Benny to get.
I know, blood. You know what it is, because I know that Ben Yoon had like, when certain players have like a mad stat. I swear Benny Yoon had a mad, but I'm not. He might. To be fair, he might not have been Liverpool because I think he left.
Yeah, he left Chelsea, innit?
And when he left them in 2008, I think, or 2007. I don't know. I'm gonna go Berbatov. No, not Berbatov. I just read fucking Mike. So I'm gonna go Benayoun or Aguero, blood. I'll go Benayoun. Fuck it, bro.
Jerry, you should have just stuck with your instincts, man.
Drogba.
Didier Drogba.
I knew it. When you said you've got to pick one, yeah, I was like, it must be Rooney then. But I was convinced it was Drogba. I was convinced. I was like, Drogba's the only one that I can see. He dominated FA Cup. In the Premier, you would have got a hat-trick. And in Champions League, you would have got a hat-trick against like Vitesse or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
It's the same season thing that threw me off. But can you check Benayoun now, blood? Just because.
I don't even know how to even check. How would I check?
I think Benayoun is going to be exactly the same, but not in the same season. I bet that's what it is, bro. That's cold in the same season. 3 hat-tricks, blood.
But 3 hat-tricks, that's 9
Lucky,
goals.
blood. But if you never come up with the Premier, I would have just said Messi, blood. It saves everything. Messi scored a hat-trick in the World Cup, the Copper, everything in the same season.
He had a good record, though.
Let me see. Only player.
I don't know. You know what, actually?
UCL.
It is Benayoun as well, to be fair.
Pussy old blood.
In the same season?
Oh, no, hold on.
It's not the same season, and I think that's what I might have gone wrong. I thought 3 people. Because
it doesn't tell me if it's the same season. It just says he has scored a hat-trick in the Prem, Champions League, and FA Cup. It doesn't tell me.
I don't think it's same season, but he definitely has scored it. I would go with that. He definitely scored a hat-trick.
It's not because in the 09-10 season, September 12th, so 09-10 season, he scored a hat-trick for Liverpool. Then he became the first player to score a Premier League, Champions League, and FA Cup. So he scored those Champions League and FA Cup hat-tricks prior to that season in 09, 2010. So Didier Drogba is the only player, from what I can see here, who scored it in the same season.
Fucking hell. I really thought it was a fucking...
But that is good, though, to think that Bene, like... Bro, he had a good run in one season, boy. Man scored fucking...
Hey, man, he said 9 goals in the FA Youth Cup and the Premier League and the same season. So.
That's mad. All right. Next, last 2 questions. One of them, I reckon, should be very, very easy, to be honest. We'll go with that one first. Which goalkeeper has the most clean sheets in Premier League?
Petr
Yeah,
Petr.
Yeah, I was going to go Petr. Petr.
Yeah, it's Petr.
20 clean sheets with Petr Cech at Chelsea. That is mad. Absolutely mad. And last question. Who's the youngest player to score a Premier League goal? This one I forgot. I had another name in mind, but I remembered when you said, oh my God.
Oh, that's debut, isn't it?
Youngest player to score a Premier League goal.
He broke the initial record of... I'll give you this clue. He broke the record of James Milner. James Milner was the youngest player to score a Premier League goal.
Yeah, it's Is that Newcastle? No.
He didn't break it at Newcastle anyway, no.
When was it broken? What year?
He would have broken it Tell you right now. 2004, 2005.
Oh wow,
That's how long the record is.
that's mad. I would have thought it would have been. I was thinking of like Harvey Elliott or something like that for Fulham or something.
I thought Fingy broke it. I thought Fingy broke it this last season. Well, last year, Wanyeri. That's what I thought.
No. Remember, Wanyeri is the youngest Premier League player.
Starter.
No, the starter. He's just the youngest Premier League player
to
ever play. Yeah, because he came on at 15 and wherever it was.
Yeah,
a goal scorer. This player in the year that Liverpool won the Champions League, by the way.
04-05.
So just think that season, if you guys can remember that kind of season.
I was too young, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Sav, this is on you.
04-05.
04-05.
Youngest Premier
League. I'll tell you this. I'll also tell you this.
Is it an Arsenal player? Is it an Arsenal player?
No.
I was thinking Fabregas, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Fabregas.
What I will tell you is that he only played 2 games that season, scored 1 goal.
All right. Did he have a career after that?
He had a career. For the team
in the Prem, like solid career in the Prem.
Not solid. No, not solid. No, not solid. So he's not mad injuries.
He played
let's put it this way: first season, then at 04-05 played 2 games. Next season, 1. Next season, 15. 13, 17, 11.
All right. Where was his last team? Where was his last team that in his career?
Who did his whole career? Tranmere Rovers. Tranmere Rovers.
He played at Goodison Park.
Sorry?
He played at Goodison Park.
If you feel like he played at Goodison Park, then give me your answer.
And it's my man with the kid 16 in it.
Yep.
Vaughan.
James Vaughan.
Yeah.
I was never getting that.
Yeah. And as soon as you said Tranmere as well, I was like, yeah, doubly brief because them man out. You know what I mean?
Big up, Doug. Thank you very much, Doug. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. But that was actually funny. I actually had James Milner. That was the one I said. Like I thought when I saw the question, I was like, "Oh, James Milner, 100%."
He broke his record, didn't it?
Yeah, he broke. And I was like, "Oh shit, it got broken by my man." But yeah, he did not have.
If you're James Vaughan, bro, because most people don't know who you are now. That's one to just take to the pub, innit? You know I'm the youngest Premier League goal scorer.
Yeah, literally.
And the guys in the pub are like, "No, you ain't, Jimmy."
Yeah. Shut up.
He's always the one that's lying. You know that he's been lying.
Salah, he's on the fucking gear again, isn't it? Yeah, look at him, you bloody cunt. Yeah, whatever.
Just go get me a packet of Paul Scratchings, will you, Jimmy?
Yeah. Young Premier League goal scorer. Okay, him talking all that rubbish.
Might be easier to already be a footballer where like you're just part of a team and most people don't know you, so you can still go to the shopping centre and that. Because when your career's done, you don't have a massive drop off in it in popularity.
You know the sweet spot? Nicky Butt. I was thinking about this the other day.
Yeah. Nicky Butt.
Played bare games for Manchester United, but I don't feel like he's a guy who can't walk into a shop.
Yeah, Nicky Butt.
Do you know who's actually like
Dennis Irwin?
Best balance is Ruud Gullit.
You think so?
If Ruud Gullit was walking around, just whatever, a couple man might clock him. The rest of if you find yourself, the rest of the man won't clock him. You'd be like, I just a brother there. If you show him on the tube, you wouldn't even. But this is a brother that's won the Ballon d'Or.
Especially for the most
successful
successful people, he is definitely one of them. And I think
in terms of that level of
I agree.
Oh shit, sorry.
In Manchester, bro, they can walk around.
Apologies.
Like you just said, Nicky Butt, like Dennis Irwin and that blood. Like you might just double take it. Like he looks like Dennis Irwin, but carry on with your life. But my son walks past him, he ain't got a clue. Blood.
That's actually
there's bare ballers like that, bro. What the fucking what's the brothers and the Danish ones again? Shit, how's it gone? I haven't lost it.
Danish brothers.
Yeah, man. Fucking how have I lost this, bro? Used to play for fucking Dortmund as well back in the day.
Danish brothers.
That's what I was thinking. Like that threw me. Danish brothers.
You know, I was thinking Swedish brothers. You know the fullbacks. Martin Olsen. You know,
the more famous.
The brother.
The mixed brothers. You know.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
No.
Did one of them play for Norwich or something like?
One of them.
One played for Warwick. One played for West Ham. I think.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm thinking of the Laudrup brothers.
Oh right, okay.
They were big ballers back in the day, bro. Like you wouldn't. You get me? But then some countries are not like ours, innit? They have like a bit more of a. Their thing is different. People will walk around and it's more like a rating thing, like, that's my man. But because he already integrated himself in the community while he was a footballer, it's not a big thing now that he's walking around, innit? You just like, he used to play for blah blah. Whereas in England, because we idolize him and put him on a pedestal, it's like, oh, it's him, bruv. So,
do you know what it is though? I feel like it's not as bad as it used to be before.
Nah,
you know, back in the day, like I don't know, I felt like the Gerrard, Lampard, Rio, like all of them, they were so big, maybe because of social media. It's like even my mum and everyone, like random people know who they are if they spotted them. Whereas now, if like a Jamal, like who, like
bro, my mum doesn't know who Salah is. I promise you, my mum would walk past Salah.
That's my point. Even my mum might.
Now, Jerry, you don't want to know why you're right, bro. I'll tell you what you're right, because last week my son messaged me, and he was just a picture of him and Barkley in the elevator, bro. And I said, "What the
Ross?
fuck?"
Ross Barkley.
Yeah. I said, "This is the most random picture. First of all, you're a scumbag. You played for Everton. Second of all, he scored in that 7-2 game against Liverpool. You're a prick." And I said, "Why have you just sent me a random picture with no statement? Just you and Barkley, bro?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, my mum took the picture when I was coming out the shop." And then he was like, "My mum was acting all strange in that because I just was like, I was talking to him, and I was like, oh, do you mind if I take a picture?" And then my mum was like, "Who is he?" But like, so but it was like, you know, when, bro, you know these women, bro. Like she said it, she didn't even say it, so we couldn't hear. Blood, it's like, who is he?
Yeah, I can imagine. But you know what? I'd want to be in that sweet spot though. Like, oh, that's fine. Lamine Yamal the other day, did you see it on his thing?
Yeah,
they were taking pictures of these chicks, and they were like, "Yeah, you mind holding the camera?" Like, I was like,
yeah. The funny thing about you said is like, Barkley at that point was probably happy in it.
Yeah,
Barkley, when he was the Ross Barkley firing him, would have been like, "What do you mean? Who am I, bro?" He would have been a bit more arrogant then. But you are right, because Lamine Yamal, he turned up at when WWE did their Euro tour. They put him in the front row, like he was there, and he had the WWE. Nobody knew who he was, but there was the crowd did because they're in Spain, innit? But
of course, yeah.
You see his bread. You see all your rest of your Barcelona defenders and all the young ones who've been playing all season.
Who's Kabasi? Bro, I couldn't tell you how he looks.
Yeah, Jerry, I'm telling you, bro. They didn't even give Kabasi a lower third to say their name. They just ignored him. And then like Lamine was doing that thing where it's awkward, so he like took the belt off and put it on Kabasi's shoulder. And was like, him. Camera just shut off, but I don't know who you are, blood.
That's a joke thing. Like, I'm gonna be honest. When I was like, I don't know, I felt like when you were growing up, like being a footballer, I was like, right, you were like an A-list celebrity.
Yeah.
Right now, unless you're in the football space, right?
Familiar, blood.
Yeah, you ain't, bruv. If Morgan Rogers was walking around in Shoreditch with sunglasses, no one would bat an eyelid about who the hell he is, bruv.
But Morgan
Rogers, only the man who watch ball will be like, I swear.
Morgan Rogers walked around Birmingham all the time, blood, and nobody says
like, if you saw Rio, Beckham, or Rooney walking about, it's paparazzi all just out of nowhere, bruv.
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. It's absolutely mad, bro. They're not superstars anymore. There's no adverts with them on and that, bro. They're not on big billboards. And there's more stars in the world now than when they were before. Now you got social media stars. Like if KSI comes to Birmingham and goes into
he's more popular than
when KSI went there. They shut the whole thing, bro. And there's that one geezer who's like a YouTuber, but he's not a tranny, but he's gay, but he dresses to look like a girl, innit? And I remember I was going into the city centre one time, and everything was shut down, innit? Like the whole street. And I was like, bro, who's in town, bro? They're like, oh, this James Charles blood he's done his makeup range. I said, what do you mean? He's shut down the whole shopping centre? Yes, blood. He shut down the whole, and he's American. He's not even from England, bro.
We said this yesterday. Remember, like these streamers are becoming more famous than athletes. Like
these footballers look up to the streamers. So
yeah, but I think also, you know why? I feel like as well, just on that, I like to be a streamer. I feel people look at that and think it's more of an attainable goal than trying to become a professional athlete.
Yeah,
because you got to look at it now, like to become a professional athlete, even in today's day and age, brother, it's fucking difficult, bro. Like to try and get your son or daughter into any type of sport, it's like Jesus Christ, like it's tricky to do, right?
You're in man's house every day as well, like streaming. Turn on the YouTube. The footballers have got less personality now on the scene, less apart from on the football pitch. These lot are being seen, and now the superstars everywhere. So you don't really stand out like that, bro. Like if Chunks walks past and then one of the young Arsenal players walk past, bro, there's people gonna be like, oh, it's Chunks, bro. It's not gonna be. Speed
is at the fucking we saw him at the Ballon
d'Or. He shuts down everything, bro. But I seen Haaland that all excited to take a photo with him,
mad.
Like waiting around with their phone.
But remember, we also got to remember
the age.
These men are all young.
Yeah,
anyway. They're all 24 or 25. So them man that they're actually watching these streamers same way we would have been watching, like, you know.
But what's crazy though? But what's crazy, right? I've had this discussion when I was younger, when you were 23, 24, 25, you were a big man. Like, when I mean a big man, like when Gerrard was 24, 25, bruv, you didn't look at him like a kid. You didn't look at Lampard like a kid. These were fully fledged men. They had kids, wife. They were getting into scandals, right? And you got 24, 25-year-olds watching, getting excited over streamers. The mentality is different. This is a joke thing, bro.
Well, the size is soft. It's soft right now. It's soft. All right, let's get into it anyway, man. Team of the season, peeps. I'll do another stream tomorrow anyway. We will chop up some more of this kind of like conversations and just casual chit chat. But team of the season, man. I'll ask you both before we even get into it. Yeah, you enjoyed the season? Taking away Liverpool obviously winning it. In terms of just the season in general, have you enjoyed the season?
No.
Any one of you can go.
No, I haven't.
Why is that?
No. Can't really pinpoint it, bro. I've just not. The football's not wowed me. I don't know. Some of it's like conditioning on it because I'm expecting the better teams to be playing better football.
Yeah.
No one really stands out to me like that, and if they do stand out, it feels like the best of a bad bunch instead of being incredible themselves. And then all the rules of football are stupid. Like all the VAR decisions just fuck everything up as well. Not to mention with us as being Liverpool fans, yes, we technically only won the league like 2 weeks ago now, but I thought it was over at Christmas and so like for me it was like, oh yeah, it's a formality, bro. Like it's just delaying the inevitable at this point. So it's not a bit weird. And then now that we've won the league, it's like we haven't won the league because everyone wants to moan about something else.
Yeah,
and it's kind of whatever. And I've enjoyed football, but not in the Prem. I've enjoyed Italian football. I've enjoyed some of the Liga. He petered out a little bit in the Liga as well, but I did enjoy some of it mid-range, especially when it was Atletico Madrid and Barca at that point, and then Bilbao was behind. But yeah, Serie A has been cold. I watched some of the Portuguese league as well. That was intense as well.
Brother, I said they're going down to the last game of the season.
Yeah, they're both on the exact same points. They played each other on the weekend. No, actually, Thingy won, Sporting won on the weekend. They were on the same points and the Sporting won.
No. I'm sure it was 1-1. 1-1.
And didn't it finish 1-0? I was watching the game.
No, 1-1. Because they're going to the last game.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, football in general has been a bit... I think they need to...
Yeah,
all the reasons why we love football... actually, I can't say that because everyone's got different reasons. You like it for different reasons, but the entertainment of football, I like everything around it as well. Like all about like as one thing. And it's just not there anymore, man. And now it's kind of like a skippable thing where my life wasn't like that at all before, bro. Like my missus will tell you that, bro. Like even 10 years ago, there's no way this big game's supposed to come on. I'm not watching, but now, like I told you, bro, when Man U and Spurs or Man U and Chelsea played the last game, I fell asleep. I went to lie down at half time, and bro, I never got back up, bro. And then gladly when I woke up, it was 0-0. You know what I mean? Now games that I look forward to are like Newcastle and Villa, and like Newcastle and Brighton. So yeah,
nah, definitely. What about you, Jerry, man?
You know what? I feel like I agree with Sav. To be fair, I feel like I would have enjoyed it more had my eyes not been opened to just Liverpool fans in general, bruv. And because it's the team I support. And like, I've said it before, but it's like the way like we've critiqued certain players, but then you deep it and it's like I don't know. When I used to, maybe, well, look, I was never a United fan, a Chelsea fan, whatever. So when I was a Liverpool fan growing up, bruv, I was happy when I had Ricky Lambert signing in it. I was happy when I had Markovic. I was happy, and it was the intrigue of football. Like we signed someone, but you don't know how he's gonna do in it. So you're just excited for the fact that like cool, it doesn't matter who it is, right?
Or did he wanted to try it? Because I know how these weirdos in spaces start moving and that. Like now,
you brought it up when he mentioned Ricky Lambert, and he brought up a disclaimer, bro.
No, fuck, man. You're piling him off. But anyway, But yeah, there was enough man, yeah, whether they done well or not, like Andy Carroll, everything. Like I was just like, oh, excited, cool, we're gonna do something in it. And it's like when you deep the season like Liverpool had, I didn't expect them to be top, right? Yet they were, and Liverpool have done well. But the narrative around it has been that Liverpool have basically been crap in it. And it kind of just downplays the whole like, oh, like I didn't expect Gravenberch to be this good. I didn't expect, I don't know, like even people to be honest, like, I didn't expect Diaz to be as good as he was this season. I wanted him gone, but actually he's not been too bad. The narratives that people have right now, and then obviously the whole situation with how people are speaking about that, like, I don't know, it just tainted it for me, innit? Just the whole like just atmosphere around the whole situation and this, and you're not signing this, and this person's rubbish, and this person's this, and you've won at the same time. So it's like, it's not even that enjoyable. Like I go back and I'm like, when we were in the title race when Gerrard slipped and we had Ali Sissoko at left back and Flanagan playing and Victor Moses playing certain games, bro, I was more like, I enjoyed that more than this season. Yet the result this season has been better. And that kind of throws me off. I think VAR is a massive contributor as well. I think in general for football, I think that's just so crap. Like I just preferred it when you had the talking point is the ref got it wrong, innit? The ref just got it wrong. The offside should have been offside, but it wasn't. It had some intrigue to it. Right now, it's like every decision's VAR. You're stopping. They're making wrong decisions. They can see it on the screen. Someone's been elbowed in the face, but they don't give it. But then the next game, they give it. It's just it's no consistency. And I think it's taken away from the league because when you deep it, the lower teams have actually done like quite well. When you think about it, you've got two teams off the top four, the traditional top four, top six, or whatever it is, right? In Spurs and United, that are 17th and 18th. The rest of the teams are all like high flying. You've got Newcastle that's doing well, Bournemouth, you've got Forest. Usually that would be something that I'd look at and be like, right, the football's been good. Like it's been competitive. Like these teams are playing good football. They're scoring good goals. Like the ball that Morgan Gibbs-White played to Chris Wood the other day, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Like that's football, isn't it? Like looking at it, like Brighton, the way they started the season, like it looked like a 32-year-old manager is killing it and he's doing well. Yeah. Yet the narrative has just been like from everyone is like it's rubbish because it's been different. And I feel like it's just, I don't know, maybe it's just my opinion in it, or maybe it's just my feeling, but yeah, it's been crap as a result, and I think everyone's contributed to it. But from a Liverpool's perspective, yeah, man, I can't.
That offside thing, bro, like it's some of the stuff don't like. I'm all things will change, and I have to accept it, so that's fine. But some things still don't sit right with me, and so even if like someone scores a goal against Liverpool, but like they're only offside because their knee was bent, bloody, don't sit right with me, bro. Like everything can be saying now, that should be a goal still, or like, oh yeah, my man's size 8, but his size 12, so he's offside. I'm like, brother, what the fuck, bro? Like this,
or his lock as he pulled away his dreadlocks.
Yeah, because you literally like, because you know what people say to you, like, oh, he's a fast striker, you should know better. You think he can see what you can see on that freeze frame?
I hate when people do that.
When he looks off the line, it looks like he's in line with the man, bro. He ain't looking at his big toe.
Or there was one, yeah, just speaking on it, like even like commentary, right? I was watching the highlights of the United game where they lost, right? And there was a ball that was played like back post. I forgot who it was. And Garnacho's basically off the pitch, innit?
Yes.
And he hits the side netting. And the commentator goes, he's got to score there. He's got to score. How's he going to score? How is he supposed to score? He's literally, the post is there, is hit the post and at the side netting. And you're telling him he's got to score from that angle. Like, it's like they're just saying stuff at this point. Like, bruv, he's a book, like, you've played football, this commentator. Why are you saying you wouldn't have scored that in your life?
Yeah, that's true.
Fuck, man. Honestly, it's
there's
just
that football trying to kill the game.
Yeah, no. All three of us here on the thing and ends. Yeah. We'll do it. Fuck it. We'll do our own Christmas special. This Christmas. That'll be funny, yeah. And then,
it doesn't matter how bad or good it is, bro. It ain't ended up like that Coppish one, boy.
That Coppish one. One for them.
We got to do. They need one more person. I don't know who they can get.
That man played like that frostbite, you know. That's crazy.
Did he play like he's got a frostbite?
What I was gonna say is What I was gonna say was the guys.
Do you imagine how painful that is,
bro? If you're playing with that, yeah. What I was gonna say was though the guys are right though. Like I agree with Jerry and Savage. Like we've all to be fair, we've all contributed to it anyway. But I don't know what it is about this season, and I'm not gonna go with the narrative of because it's Liverpool, because I don't think it's actually that. I actually just think I don't know what it is actually. There's something in the air with this season that for some reason, maybe Jerry's right. Maybe it's different. So with it being different, yeah, this could just be a one-off. Next season could be absolutely blinding.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying not to like. When people get mad when we're on streams and I say, I'm like, bro, why you get mad at me? It's just my opinion. Like, if you enjoy it, match for you, bro. Like, I don't want, like, enjoy your football, bro. Maybe it's just the fact that football goes in cycles and there's a change in it, and we're getting older now, and we've probably never seen like big changes. We've seen, like, remember, only up until like a season ago, all of the top players in the world all moved, bro. They either went to Saudi or they just went to America. But like, part of the cycle was that Messi left Barca, bro. Well, Messi left PSG, and Ronaldo left. He left England, bro. And this guy's not playing anymore, and this guy's gone to Saudi Arabia. Not to mention the best managers that we had. Mourinho went to Turkey, so we can't see him anymore as much. And Klopp finished, and Guardiola was shit for a season. So then all the personalities are gone. To be fair. And then the person who's got the Ballon d'Or has been injured for the whole season.
Literally, bro.
So now man can just only like really. That's why for the last couple of weeks everyone's just like Lamau, because that's what they've been able to. Yeah, he's playing football. It looks enjoyable, bro.
But it's like I was saying it to Jerry and the guys yesterday. Remember, I was asking you, man, who would you pick for Ballon d'Or? And the three of you picked three different people. I was like, yeah, because there's no standout players. It's just you've just kind of got to go with. All right, well, this brother's got this amount of or whatever.
The first season, I'm ready to just concede the fact that whoever wins the most and whatever and gets the most goals have it. Like,
literally.
Because Matt, like, I'm not saying it in a bad way to you and that, but like, Barca fans can't agree on who in their team should get it. So how the fuck am I supposed to like? Naturally, the people who don't watch, they go, Rafinha should get it. Everyone who's been watching the last couple of weeks go, Yamal should get it because he's playing exciting football. The Barca fans are like, no, Pedro's been the best baller all season. You get me? Mbappe's still scoring all of his goals, even though Madrid's been shit. So it's like, yeah, like whoever wants it. And what Jerry said as well, for the first time, especially this season, is the first time where I've not been that happy about being a Liverpool fan. And I know it sounds bad, but like, you know, when we used to have that thing over everyone, like we're different. Remember that we're different, like our clubs ran different. It's different at Anfield. It feels different. We don't treat our players like that. We don't do this. This is the first season. I'm like, oh no, man.
We're just the same.
Yeah.
That's the exact.
I actually realized, like, when man across an Arsenal fan, I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. We're exactly the same.
Honestly, you see, going like you just hit the nail on the head. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, I remember sitting there, and I was whether it was on the terrace and stuff when I went back in the day, and I was like, bro, the fact that they're booing Xhaka for me is disrespectful, bro. Don't do that to any of your players. I remember on TalkSport, Liverpool fans saying, we'd never do that to one of our own. We'd never do that. You've just turned around and done it. Worst thing is, you know when he's got the ball, that the player in question, we're not going to talk about it. Right? Yeah. Liverpool have got the ball. It's not like he's playing for the other team. Liverpool have got the ball. So like when you're booing now, and it's putting everyone off, is this what you want? I honestly,
I'm with you, bro. It's like basically, it's for the first time, everything that Liverpool fans have said about themselves, we're going to test it all in one season, see if you're really about what you say. And they tested it, and they're like, oh no, you do dislike some of your players, and you do boo this guy, and you do this thing. I'm like, oh yeah, that's kind of you realize all football fans are literally the same, bro. Even
with the what's it called, the banner and that, like, what, bro, imagine someone done that about Jurgen Klopp, the way Liverpool fans, or like Bill Shankly, or like Bob. Imagine they said that. Like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, like I used to like Liverpool because exactly that's the exact point. Is that it's different. We're different. Like, we're gonna go, and if they play good football, we'll cut them off the pitch.
Yeah.
Like if Bruno Fernandes came on and got off, or whoever, we played Arsenal and Marino got 2 hat-tricks in a game and balled out. Liverpool were the club before would clap that player off if you got taken off. We'd be like, you know what, that was a performance. I couldn't believe what was going on.
bro, it felt weird, bro. Like I'm. I just have to understand that the reason why it felt so different to me is because I was complimenting us. Yeah, I just felt that we were better than that before, and obviously, it's not that we're worse than that. We're just the same as everybody else, bro. So it really is when people go, "Oh, all football fans are the same." You know that kind of thing when people used to say, "Oh, these sets of fans are racist fans," and then when you deep it, you're like, "No, they're just racist people who are football fans. They're not racist fans."
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, "Nah, our team would never do that." But then Sterling leaves, and man are telling me, "Oh, Sterling said this about Sterling," and then I'm just always sit there like, "Weren't you like talking about John Barnes at one point?" Oh no, blood. But I tried to allow it, and you realise nobody cares, bro. And as I said, none of you booed Suarez in it. So if you're telling me that what Voldemort's just done and left is worse than fair enough, blood. There's no way man stand, bro.
Yeah, with that end, I disagree, bruv. I disagree. I've heard people from the stadium that were saying that it was 70-30 booing. Yeah, I've gone to, you see, outside the pitch, all those camcordings, and people are saying the same thing. Like, yeah, Liverpool fans enjoy it because you won the league. But what my point is, and you can enjoy it from that perspective. My point is, and I think Sav's point is as well, is that I don't know, when Liverpool used to do stuff, it was the fact that it was different. It was like a classiness about it. And there was nothing classy about it. And what it made me realize is, oh, Liverpool were only like that because it was context, because we weren't winning all the time. But if Liverpool started dominating and that, you'd be like the United fan that you hate. You'd be exactly like them. You'd be exactly like them. But, you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
I think Jerry's talking about in general, not necessarily
in
just
general,
about the game.
Yeah.
About the one game.
And also, like, I'm starting to, and I've said it myself before, but I think I've changed my mind now. Like, see that comment that we would always use, it's the online fans. It's not the brother. You know, there's way more people online than there is in the stadium.
This is the thing that always confuses me when people say this. I'm like,
I used to do it about wrestling as well. I used to be like, oh, the live crowd, no one's getting mad in there. They're enjoying themselves. But online, it's just these lot talking shit. But I'm like, no, the man them at home are paid as well, blood. They're paid for whatever they're doing. The live crowd are paid money, so they're trying to enjoy themselves more. Yeah. They're trying to go above and beyond because they're paid money, and it's not
the majority of fans actually not online.
Exactly. When we say Liverpool's one of the biggest clubs in the planet, when we're clearly not talking about the people in Liverpool, because when we
didn't have the biggest stadium, so we definitely couldn't be.
When the parade happens and 1 million people are out there, they're not all from Liverpool. Because the people from Liverpool are Everton fans too, bro. It's going to be all the people from all over the different countries. It's going to be at least 300,000 from another country, from different countries. So, like, when man say the loud ones, and it kind of makes it sound like the people who will be at the parade are not the ones who are online, but they are the same people, bro. There's a big majority of them that are not. But if I'm saying that I'm online, and all the other content, bro, like it is that as well, isn't it? So it's just the way of the world now, bro. It's like when I used to say Instagram's not real, but it's not to me. But it is now. It's the majority, bloody. I guess it is real, bro.
It's a real thing. And so you're saying they're more online? Yeah. That's with anything in life.
Yeah, more online fans in general than anything. Yeah.
So that would be just a norm. And also as well, I think if I'm talking specifically just about that one situation that happened at the weekend, the reason why I laughed was because of what Jerry said about there used to be like a classiness in terms of the way that Liverpool would even just go about, even if it's something they didn't necessarily agree with or whatever, there was a way that we used to do it in comparison to other clubs. And the narrative over the last few years, and I would say, let's say the last 4 to 5, especially with social media, the narrative has always been, and people throw it in people's faces all the time, which I don't respect, by the way, when they talk about, when you go into the games. And I'm like, listen, you being able to go to the game, like that being a luxury in itself, good for you. Some of us cannot always do that. For various different reasons, we don't need to get into the reasons why. We just can't always do that, right? But the problem with what happened the other day is that you went from being the people who are classy in the stadium and go to games, you turned into online fans. And that's where I laughed, because I said, gotcha. Now you can't chat shit, because the reality is you've done what you keep saying online fans do. The stadium, we don't do that. But you're normal human beings who also go online. So at some point, it was always going to bound. It just happened to be Trent this time. This could have happened with anything.
Yeah, because funny enough, I said before it happened that I know that there's a lot of older football fans, because, you know, people are trying to act like they don't exist anymore, bro. And I said they won't boo Trent. They're like the proper. There's going to be obviously there's going to be a few, but the older ones, they're a little bit less tribal. And like when you actually have conversations with them, because when they were growing up, people left to go to like different clubs and that, and you know if they're really old and that, he's Man U's biggest legend, like Matt Busby, that he played for Liverpool, bro. Yeah, I mean they're all like, oh, we should respect him. We don't like him, but we respect him and that. Whereas now it's a bit like you can see when they zoomed in on the crowd. You know when it went right to the end and a lot of people had left the stadium. The people who were like still clapping Trent, they all looked older.
Even the old guys, the one that actually had the man up, solely.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So it's kind of.
No, just so people understand, big up Max and big up Scraps and big up You'll Never Walk Alone. What I'm trying to explain is that, and this is not from my words, this is from Liverpool fans, like the people from Liverpool, should I say. The way that they speak about Liverpool in terms of being a fan, and from what these guys, Jerry and Savage, are saying, is that the way that Liverpool have done things in the past, no club is perfect, by the way. Liverpool are also included in that no club is perfect.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that they used to do certain things, not everything, but there's certain things that they used to do, right? Which would have just been a little bit, even just, I'm talking the way that we back our players as opposed to Manuel Boo Xerxes, who just came the other day. These times,
it's not what we do to rival fans. It's about what we do to our own. Like,
exactly. So I'm like, because we've had this, and I'm gonna use the last 5 years because it's been social media has obviously gotten a lot bigger in that time in terms of football content, right? The narrative has always been, when you go to the games, we don't act like that, in terms of we don't act like the online fans. So when they did that on the weekend, I was like, this was always going to happen. The worst thing about that situation, like literally the worst thing, is that they did it in a space where you're doing it for someone who is considered to be one of your own. And the narrative that you've been pushing is always, but he's one of our own. I don't know any other club who has done and we had this conversation yesterday. I still tried to find it when we left the stream. I don't know many other clubs who one of their own leaves to go to Europe, not even to a Premier League rival, but leaves to go to Europe, and you boo him in a game that has zero significance because we've won a league. Like, I've never seen it. And again, by the way, just so everyone understands, if you know of that situation, please throw it in the chat. Let me know.
I was going to say what Hakeem said. They don't remember us, but that's my thing. And I know Endz said it's not the first time. It's the first time I heard it though. Like I don't remember us booing any other.
Like, but by the way, people are getting mistaken. Like, I've heard booing like enough times. Like, I've heard.
But, like, you know what it is?
I've never heard one of your own. I'm like, okay.
You know when some teams like they're losing at halftime and you hear boos straight away.
Straight away.
But my point is that Liverpool, it doesn't happen. Like it actually doesn't happen.
The great.
Actually, we've been battered before, bro. We've been battered.
No, you're not 7-2. You're not 6-1 to Stoke. Like,
whereas my thing is like, I can't remember. And you lot can have to tell me a player and I'll go and check the game, bro. But I don't remember a Liverpool player being booed. I just don't remember it, bro.
All right, great example.
I don't care about the other clubs. Like, I'm not
great example. The great example you can look from this season, even last season, yeah. Mr. Darwin Núñez, right? Hasn't performed in a Liverpool top, right?
Yeah.
Has all the opportunity to do so. Has removed Liverpool from all his socials, deleted all the images that he had up once there, right? Yeah. Yet this guy comes on and goes to warm up, and everyone's like, Núñez. He goes and plays a pass or has a shot. He misses. It comes off the bar. Gravenberch or Gakpo score, and they chant Núñez, right? That's the indication to what we're talking about. Yeah, I've had problems with it, but it's like, I mean, you guys are loyal. You're loyal. Like, no matter what, you're still backing this guy. With this guy, you someone else you decided not to, which is, again, everyone's entitled to do what they do.
So I feel like you lot in the chat are saying something completely different to what we're saying.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's. I'm reading the chat and I'm like, I feel everyone's
bringing up other teams to me. Like bringing up other teams.
I don't think you guys understand what we're trying to.
I'm not talking about other teams. That's actually the point. What you're doing, you're bringing up other teams, and I'm saying yes, but not at Liverpool, bro. That's actually the argument, bro. Not at Liverpool. Man, but Matt Manaman, but Matt Manaman left at the end of the season. Like
this is what I'm saying. I feel like just so everyone understands the point that we're trying to make. What we're saying is we have heard booing. So everyone here on this panel, everyone in the chat, you've heard other teams boo other players. If you're going to bring other teams, we've heard that. What we're saying is, and Savage just said it, we've not heard a Liverpool player born and bred in Liverpool who are considered to be one of our own. We have never heard that. The reason why in terms of the narrative is because we are different in terms of the way that
it doesn't even need to be one from one of our own. I have
no,
heard
but Jerry, I just want to make that plain and so that everyone understood.
I'm saying it's not that it's a player that's put on the Liverpool top, right? That red jersey. No matter who they've been, they could have been a racist. They could have faked an injury to want to leave. They could have done whatever, right? We have never seen them booed ever. Once they leave, cool, but not once they're playing for the club and when they're on the pitch.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, we decide to go and see that. That's the problem. It's not the fact that other teams do it. It's not that you haven't heard it. That's cool. It's not even about that you're booing him before, but he's on the pitch playing at that point. Doesn't make any sense. It adversely affects the team in negatively. Do you know what I mean?
And this is what I keep saying to people is that, like, again, I feel like it's the lack of understanding. Like, you need to understand the optics behind all of this kind of stuff. And listen, we'll get into that maybe another time, but optics for these kind of things, if you think the optics look good and because fans are allowed, and by the way, I've got zero problem with fans being upset, but be upset because he's a very good player and he's helped us to win all of the stuff that we have won, right? That's fine. I'm not saying don't be angry. What I am saying is that you can't have one narrative. Like, for me, you can't be hypocrites in one way and say, yeah, but we're match going for. And when we say match going fans, I'm going to assume people who go to 38 games because I go to games, but I don't go to 38 games a season, right? But we'll just use that as the narrative, right? People who go to games, your narrative has always been that we are classy and we do things differently. Now we've just seen a situation where you should have actually been classy, and if you had been classy, you would have been given more respect than given the now. You just look like whatever. I'm not going to say it, but you just look like whatever now. And now this is what I'm saying: you can't be on one side and say one thing, and you're this classy fan base. And now that something like this has happened, all of a sudden you're not so classy, and everyone's giving me 20 million excuses as to why people can do it. I'm like, rah. Excuse FC, like it really does run through the club.
Do you know what for me as well? Just to echo on that is, you're entitled to feel how you want to feel.
That's what I'm saying. Be angry. I'm not saying that. Be angry.
But in life, right? No matter how I feel, my actions mean more than how I feel, right? So I might not get along with someone on the stream, right? I might hate G's guts. But there's no way I'm going to go and disrespect him. Savage's guts as well. But there's no way I'm going to, even if I did, there's no way I'm going to be on stream disrespecting them, calling them an effing this, because doesn't matter how I feel. There's actions towards it, right? So I can feel a certain way to Trent. I don't need to boo, though. It doesn't mean I need to clap. But I don't need to boo. That's an action that you decided to make.
Yeah.
How you feel doesn't represent the actions that you take. I don't understand that. I don't understand people's logic.
That's my thing.
Sometimes I feel like I want to smash up my living room. Doesn't mean I do it. Otherwise, I'll be out of pocket. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I'm with you, bro. I 100% agree, bro. And I don't feel like, again, because G's question was how do you feel about the season and why we feel like this, and we're just explaining. But I just feel like, I don't know, like it's what G just said. You can just admit that I'm doing it because I feel like it is what it is. I don't give a shit about being a hypocrite. But start pretending like you're not a hypocrite, though.
Yes, thank you. That's the point I'm trying to get. It doesn't
make any sense, bro. And then what? Everyone, even people in the chat, we're going to end up having the same conversation about someone else at Arsenal, someone soon, and you're going to have a different. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, maybe I do think about stuff too logically, but when we're having good conversation, and that's what I expect. I also assume that everyone's telling the truth about how this is and all that business. It's like people defend one thing when they want. And when it suits them, they won't do that. That's why I always make jokes and troll people, bro. I think it's funny, bro. You know what I mean? Remember I told you that, G. You think I was joking when I heard Ivan was speaking about Zubimendi, blood? I was like, bro, all right, man, he didn't come to Liverpool. You're speaking about him like he's a piece of shit and that, bro. You get mad because
they spoke about Zubimendi like he has zero ambition in life.
That's the point. What was the reason why they were mad at him? They were mad at him because he wouldn't do what Trent's just done.
Again, and this is
why would you want to stay there? That's what they said. Why would you want to stay in there? You just because of the sun and the mountains and that.
And so that we can move on from this. Like I said, it's not about how you feel. Like how you feel is fine. I've got zero problem. What I'm saying is, a lot of you in the chat, people online at the stadium, you've just become a hypocrite. Instead of just admitting that you are being a hypocrite, you're trying to come with the 1,000 excuses as to why you're not being a hypocrite. I'm like, just admit that you was a hypocrite and you're angry about the situation, and then we can move on. I'll sit here and laugh because I told you that this was going to happen, and now we're in this situation. It's happened, and you've done exactly what I thought was going to happen, which is they're going to be hypocrites at the end of the day because of who it is. That's fine. But the reality is you guys are not being honest with yourself. And this is where I get a bit annoyed. And I'm just like, well, if you're going to be hypocrites about something, like, I don't understand why. Just admit it and just tell me, bro, gee, no, I'm actually vexed. I'm annoyed that he left. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. But you guys are everyone's trying to play the freaking martyr. I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah,
like, you're not gaining any brownie points.
That's the thing. It's not about football, because the whole point of football is it's kind of illogical anyway. Football is, bro. Remember we spoke about this, bro. Like, realistically, basketball fans, a lot of them kind of have the right thing. And my best player's gone, I'm off with him. Like, I don't really, why would I stay supporting this losing ass team, bro? But it's just the lies after, and it making an excuse for why you're doing it instead of just saying, nah, fuck him, bro. I just don't like the fact he done it, bro. I don't care for him. It is what it is, bro. And that's it. That's it. It's not much of a problem, bro. It's life.
Listen, let's move on anyway, because I'm more than confident that this conversation is going to come up again at some point in the future, in future streams. We're here for the Premier League team of the season. Let's get back to that. Let's get back to the fun stuff anyway, guys. Big up everybody in the chat again. Much love to everybody. Big up to those who are members, by the way, of the channel. I appreciate you guys big time as well. All right, let's just start. I've put it at 4-3-3. I don't know if you guys are cool with that.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys are good with that, if I need to change it. In goal, who would you guys go for as the goalkeeper?
Still for me.
Yeah. Easy.
Say that again.
Still.
Who's still?
Forest keeper.
Oh, Sell,
sorry. So I'm thinking of Still.
You know, when you said Still, I'm thinking Will Still, the manager. I was thinking, right.
I said Will Still, the man of all the languages, blood.
Bro, the man of bro, that's
I ain't gonna lie. They're the people I get. I don't know if it's jealousy, probably not the right word in it, but they're man, bro. I'm jealous of them, man. They can do the language thing like that, bro. I think it's so cold.
Left back. We'll go left. We'll go left to right. Left to right. This one was kind of interesting.
Anthony Robinson, he's got 10 assists, bro. It's not even.
I know that's
you should know already, bro. It's Anthony Robinson every season for me, blood. For the last 3 seasons.
Bro, I've been saying the same thing.
It's cold every season, blood.
And what's mad? You know he'd be at Milan if he didn't have the heart problem.
Yeah.
He was at Wigan. Milan came in for him, and he was all set and done, but he failed his medical because they've got a mad, like, Italian medicals are a joke.
No, I fully.
It's one of them genius shoots as well, isn't it, Robinson, blood? Seen him on one of them documentary things, bro. You know them Rubik's cubes in 5 seconds done, blood. Them,
yeah.
Oh, he's one of them kind of guys. Oh,
yeah.
It's one of them done.
One of the conspiracy man as well. You love the conspiracy.
Americans. 2 centre backs. I'm assuming Virgil is one of them. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe you guys.
He's definitely there, boy. Big Virg.
Virgil van Dijk. What cards are they giving him? Let's go to 97. Who's next in?
I feel like going Gabriel, you know.
I've got I had
Murillo.
Yeah, there you go. I had Gabriel or Murillo. That's exactly who I had with. So
we'll go with Murillo. See, now is the choice. Murillo, who has been apparently linked to Liverpool, left-sided centre-back. Very good.
Can't lie as well, you know, for the left-back one. Honourable mention to Dan Burn still, but
yeah.
No one should be moving. No one.
We got a bench. We got a bench here. They're giving us a bench. Okay,
no one should be moving like that. The way he's cold, bro.
He's very good, you know. Even at centre-back, he's actually good.
Yeah.
Right back.
Ola Aina.
Trent. Nah, sorry. Too much jokes. My bad.
Get my vexed in the chat, boy.
Yeah, Ola Aina.
Oh,
I almost put Finger there because he's been switching all season. I think Timber's been really good this season, bro.
I think Timber's been really good. Like, he was my choice, but you guys are going with
He's one of them players, bro. Like, I can't believe, like, I already rated him because I like his brother as well. I think he's pretty good.
Well, Quentin or whatever that is.
Yeah, but I can't believe how good Timber is.
What kind of names are jokes, bro?
He's cold, bro, Timber.
That's his Urian and Quinta.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the name. Sorry, this is just doing my head in, bro. Them kind of names was actually funny.
Yeah, it's cold, man. It's cold, bro. Big up Timber Snoop. Remember, Timber had that injury as well. He came back and it's like nothing happened, bro.
Now, Timber's a joke, you know. Timber's a joke of a player. Like he's
not good as a one-on-one defender, bro.
He's a Billy on the ball, like
he's good, man.
Ajax in it. That's the Dutch type of player I like.
Yeah.
So back line, we've gone with Robinson, Murillo, Van Dijk, Ola Aina. We've got 3 Nottingham Forest players already. That is telling you how great of a season that we've had, that they've had. Sorry, that 3 of them are in there. That's really good, man. And to be fair, I think all 3 have deserved to be in that conversation. All right, my favorite part of the team.
This is gonna be it, man. So we go DM first.
Yeah, scraps 100%. My OCD kicked in. Like I couldn't have the left footer on the right side, even though they're both left-footed, left-sided centre backs. It had to switch. It's pissing me off. Well, we'll start off with. I haven't got it as DM. If you want to put them there, just 3 centre midfielders. We'll leave it.
Right. Well, do we name 3 or do we go one by one?
Let's go one by one. Go on. Who's your first pick in there?
Rice.
I already know Savage doesn't even fuck with this guy. I picked Rice.
No. I do. I just when the way people were gassing him at the time, I'm the one who I was trying to say to people the other day, like when they were talking about him at the Madrid game, I'm like, no, what man don't understand is Rice is actually a techie player. He just don't use it in football. That's what I was on about. I told man to go watch the F2 video from years back, blood, when he was doing all the tech. I was like, he got that free kick shit. He done it in the F2 video, blood.
Yeah.
So I already knew, bruv, and I like him. But okay, my thing is that I don't see more than one Arsenal midfielder being in there, and I have Partey in it. But I think it's been.
You think Partey's been better than Rice this season?
I think he's been their best player.
I've got both of them in there, but yes, I've got.
I think Rice has definitely picked up at the season. To be fair, Rice has probably been better in the business end of the season.
But you're right. Partey for me, I'd have Partey over Rice in there. I'm thinking about it over the course of the season. You're right. So I'd have Partey in there then as that DM at the sitting.
We'll put Partey in there. Man, they didn't even give him a card, boy. They just said, "Yeah, you can have the basic one."
So you got when you got.
I'm sure there's other reasons as to why FIFA have decided.
People might keep him off the game if he gets cards, blood. Do you get me?
Yeah, boy, I'm gonna leave that one. 2 midfielders either side. We'll go the left or right, but yeah, who are your picks?
Grav's got to get into the team. He has to.
Bro, I'm not arguing with you, bro. If you think he has to, then
I'm just saying he has to. Like the winning team, like you win games in the midfield, innit?
Yeah.
And he's got to be in there purely because of the games he's played.
I'm gonna go Grav. I was gonna say Finger's been good as well.
This is why I do my streams by myself more time, like just pre-recorded.
Why are you getting annoyed? Just respect.
I'm not getting annoyed. I'm just saying.
Respect the decisions, bro. We're putting.
For me, it would be between Grav and Caicedo, but obviously Grav's been. Yes, Grav in it. So Grav's got to go in.
Yeah, you can have this card in it.
No, that's disrespectful.
You're taking them.
You're taking them. You can't see a man that triggered in the chat already, blood.
Well, you can't get the you can get them at 90. 90 is good, right?
Just give him the best one, bro. What's wrong with you, bro?
Go on. Who's the other?
Mine is Bruno.
Very good choice.
Yeah, I was trying to think between him and Tonali, but Bruno's been the most consistent all season.
Yeah, Bruno's been outstanding.
Yeah,
and he is every season. You're seeing it now because they're crap. They're so crap now.
I think his yellow card has slowed down this season, because he normally just runs around kicking, man, as well, bro. But I think he's been a bit more disciplined. He's a top player, man.
Look at G being a tactical in that.
Well, no, he can't help it, but he's just football snob, innit?
He's like, no, it's not going to work out. Bruno can't play.
It just looked weird, didn't it? Like I had to change it somewhere. Like it looked weird. Like I was like, right, we can't have
What, Bruno midfield? Why not?
No, okay, you can have a midfield. I'm just saying it looks better with him as the double tackle midfielder, innit? That's all.
Lads. Sorry, I don't know if you realise I was talking about Bruno Guimaraes, but.
Oh, swear you wasn't talking about. Okay, fair.
I was talking about Fernandez.
Because you do know that I rate Bruno, innit? I do.
Yeah.
I've been bigging him up all season, but I was actually on about Bruno G. That's why I said between him and Tonali because I was thinking
okay, that makes perfect. Okay,
no, okay. To be fair, what Jerry said does equate to both players though, because when I said they've been consistent, you said they have been for a couple of seasons. Both of them have, but
okay. So you're saying we'll go with you said Bruno G, Jerry. Yeah. Who are you saying then? Are you saying Bruno F?
Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno
he's
F.
definitely the best. He's definitely the best 10 in the Premier League, though. I'll tell you that much.
Do you know what's funny? When you said, "Oh yeah, Bruno last season he was going around kicking people," I was like, "When does he kick people?"
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't even say anything. I was like, "Nah, he must be talking about Partey or someone." Like I was like, "It's not Bruno," but yeah.
We'll go. I'll go Bruno F. I'll keep him there. I think he's been good this season.
I don't realize, bro.
When they lose him, brother. Oh yeah,
He's a bit more of a throwback in it. So people that are like us, saying that football's been a bit dead and that.
Yeah.
If you don't like Bruno Fernandes, then I guess you're probably up to the modern day football, because he does lose the ball, and when the stats won't show that he lost the ball loads, but that's because he was trying to do something with it, bro.
By the way, Endz, pause for that. Why for that? Cunha, Bruno for the season.
Just put Salah in now, innit? Just put Salah in now. Stop the foolishness.
Oh yeah. Sorry. He was always going there. Like as in that was one.
Has Szoboszlai had a better season? Would Salah have the numbers if Szoboszlai wasn't doing his running? I don't know. Something to think about.
Yeah, something to definitely think about. I feel like not for long though, but. Hey, all right. The striker, by the way, that one was an interesting one because I saw quite a few different ones. But we'll go left wing first. Left wing.
Diaz.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie.
I should have got Jerry to answer first.
No. It's not even about Diaz because that's calm. I was gonna say it has to be Murphy.
I've loved him this season.
He's got 12 assists. He's got the most assists.
Bring the disclaimer back up, because if we say Murphy over Salah, but just bring the disclaimer back up now, blood.
Guys, remember, just to let you know, remember we've got 12 other players that we can also choose from. So
put Salah on the bench and put Murphy.
First of all, Salah's definitely not touching the bench. But
no. The reason why I'm saying that, I know Murphy plays on the right hand side, but Murphy's got the second most assists in the league.
Yeah, and I tell you what, bro, Murphy is not a stat thing, but if you watch him, he's actually cold, bro. He's been cooking.
No, bro. As in, when you see my next video, he's everything.
I told you my conspiracy theory though. That it's him. He's been swapping
him with his brother, just rotating.
Yeah, they've been rotating, bro. Makes sense, bro. All of a sudden he's not playing anymore, blood. Come on, bro.
They do look madly alike.
I think the Santos twins, Rafael and
United. Just so context, but to think about the other players in there just before we get to our final decision. Obviously, Murphy, I'm not saying don't put him in. I think he has been really good this season.
Mbeumo.
You've got Cunha, you've got Mbeumo, you've got some people will say Semenyo, you've got Diaz, you've got Gakpo.
Semenyo.
I'm just throwing every name that we think. Every name. But yeah, so you've got Mbeumo, but then he's more right wing to be fair. Who else did I just say?
You can put Visser up top.
Visser.
My man from Brentford, bro, Shard. He's been cold, blood.
No, you know who's actually been Shard is Damsgaard. He's actually been good.
Damsgaard been tackers, bro. But that Shard has been going under the radar, boy. He's been good.
I think from the Euros, the COVID Euros, I remember watching him when he had a full head of hair, and I was like,
Damsgaard. I literally said this to G 2 days ago, bro. I said that's the reason why Carvalho's not worked out at Brentford, bro, because he went there like I'm going to be a 10, and then all of a sudden Damsgaard's been fit. Yeah, he'd sit on the bench, blood. You might as well have stayed at Liverpool, bro. But hey.
So who we going with them? Who we going with?
On the left, I'm going Diaz, bro. I just can't even.
I hear it. That's more than
I'll go Diaz. I'll go Diaz. It's unfortunate for Murphy, innit? But
but Murphy will be on the bench regardless.
Yeah, but I meant when they do team of the season, usually, it's just the starting 11, innit?
Starting 11 now.
Oh, you know what? Okay, if you want to do it like that, then put Murphy over Diaz. I'll be fair. Even though Diaz is my favorite Liverpool player, like he has been better than him.
Yeah, so put Murphy.
Yeah, Murphy, and of course, like I'm not doing the stat thing with Diaz because he's got way more to his game, but he has been playing through the centre as well, and that's where he got some of his goals. So
why have they only got Josh on it?
Some time, the twins.
They didn't even have his brother. Like they even have Jacob. It is Jacob, right? It is Jacob.
You know what I'm saying? You see how you can't tell? That is Jacob. You see what I'm saying?
No. But I'm saying they've only got Josh Murphy here. Like, they don't have Jacob.
Oh, because you put him on left wing. That's why.
Oh.
So if he had gone to right wing, it would have...
Just change the thing with it. You've got on all positions left mid, and you press clear on that, and then Murphy will come up. Underneath in the grey. Oh,
underneath all positions.
So old,
bro. I don't use FIFA. I just use it just for the sake of it.
There we go. Right wing.
Okay. Bro, they look exact. Bro, I'm looking at the pictures. They look exactly alike, bro.
To be fair, you know, like FIFA do team of the season as well, and the cards. Murphy's got one. He actually got one of the cards.
That's mad. All right, striker. So you've got Chris Wood. You've got Isak. You've got Haaland. You've got... Who else has been to... did I say Vissa? Vissa as well. There's a couple of... Cunha. Some people obviously say Cunha. Yeah. Who would you guys kind of... This one was the most difficult one.
Put Calvert-Lewin up there for the sake of it. The fact that he even had a game for Everton in the last 2 years.
Calvert-Lewin.
I seen him turn up the other day. Where's his second game of the season or something? Bro. So rotted, bro. He's still alive, bro. Striker one's a bit of a mad one still, but I'm probably...
So the two I had was Isak and Wood, and I lent more to Wood than I did Isak.
Why not for leaning to Wood, blood? No doubt.
Chris.
What's Christopher Wood, what?
Hey,
Listen, back in the day, we never used to call that thing a Wood, innit? So I'm gonna have to just call him Wood. I'm not falling for this.
All right. His middle name is Grant. I did not know that.
I said Grant Wood.
Grant. You're dumb, savage. Yeah. Those are the two. But I did. It was Christopher was the one that I was thinking more about. I actually think he's had a better season than Isak in terms of consistency. I don't think Isak, as great as I think he is, and I would love to sign him, he hasn't, in my opinion, been consistent all season. He's just had crazy patches where you've just been like, fucking hell.
He had that big patch around Christmas on it where he goal.
But don't get twisted, man. We'll obviously want to sign him.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to go with Chris as well, just because it's Premier League team. I was starting to think about like Isak in cup finals and that then.
Obviously, but he's been cold.
But now I'm going to go Chris, and the fact that he left Newcastle to go to Nottingham.
Bro, do you know how crazy that is?
Yeah.
And they got who's the bench striker?
Callum Wilson.
Callum Wilson. Him just being injured all the time. That's crazy.
That Callum Wilson thing is a nepotism thing, but like he must be Eddie Howe's nephew or something. But like, brother, Eddie Howe just takes Will Wilson wherever he goes with him. Like, yeah, don't worry, man. I'm getting you paid for the rest of your life. Don't worry about that.
Do you know what it is? I think it's a case where, because he's bagged for Eddie Howe for so long.
Yeah,
that's one way. It's like, you've helped me get here because you got all those goals in the champion. Now it's like, I'm nice in you, innit?
If I was the manager, I'd do that for you, man. Still, blood. Keep just getting paid, and it's not my money, bro. Like, and eventually I might get sacked, and then you know what I mean.
And you're still getting paid, innit? Yeah,
bro. With that, man.
That's crazy how like the football.
Bro, we did that with Lucas Leiva for years, but I don't even know who kept him on. But listen, getting paid, innit?
So this is the team that we have got. Sells in goal. Robinson left back. Oleana right back. Two centre backs we've got is Murillo and Virgil van Dijk. In midfield, we have gone with Ryan Gravenberch and Thomas Partey, with Bruno Fernandes in the 10. Jacob Murphy playing at left wing, with Salah right and Christopher Grant Wood playing up front. There is 1, 2, 3, 4. There are more Nottingham Forest players in this team than any other team that we've got.
Brother, why are you making this so obvious, bro? I can already hear the Liverpool fans now, bro. I can hear them
because I need them to know that this was a Jerry and Savage team.
Nah, bro.
No. You were choosing. When I said, remember, I said Gabriel at the back, and you were like, we'll go for Murillo.
No. Savage said we'll go. He had Murillo. Then you said both. Then no, Savage, he did. How can he have both when he got Van Dijk in there?
No.
Only pick one.
No. Sav, in it.
Hey, Savage talk, man, because I feel like you're just.
Wait. You don't even let me. Don't start picking on me. I didn't even want Jerry.
Savage, isn't it when we picked Virgil van Dijk because G was out? We're putting Virgil van Dijk in there.
Yeah, we picked Gabriel or Murillo.
We then said Gabriel or Murillo. You chose Murillo.
You chose Murillo. We did say that. We said
you brought up Murillo first.
We We said Gabriel or
There was
Murillo.
no, bro. You brought up. Jerry said Gabriel. Jerry fully said Gabriel. You brought up Savage Murillo. You brought him up. I didn't bring up Murillo. He wasn't in the conversation.
Nah, he said I was gonna say Gabriel or Murillo because then I said Murillo.
And if you just said that Jerry's the one who picked Gabriel, then why did Murillo end up there? Because it's only me on my own.
Because once you picked Murillo, I said, yeah, I'll go with Murillo then. I will go with
Murillo.
But you two had already agreed. I said I'm good with Murillo being there. Either or, I'm good with it. Like I don't mind.
I ain't gonna no moves with you, blood. None, blood.
No, I feel like you'll push me through the door first.
Nah,
let me see what's inside on that. Anyways, regardless. The fact that they've even got 3 in there, like 3 players, even if the Murillo wasn't there, the fact that they've got this amount of players, it shows you how great of a season. Let's pick. Obviously, we've got the other.
Yeah, no, because obviously the narrative at the moment is they're faltering on it, but like
faltering. They're freaking. Listen,
no, I explain to my son because my son's falling into that trap of this new thing, the bottle in it. I'm like, bro, it's Nottingham Forest, bro. Like, get as far as you can in the season because there's inevitably going to be a drop-off point. And at least you're dropping off into a European spot somewhere, blood. Remember, any European spot for Nottingham at the moment is cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I get it. When you get to a certain height, you don't want to get to Champions League football and fall down to conference. But you have to still remember, you're still Nottingham, bro. You still
me, they've been the team of the season. I haven't got anyone else.
Oh yeah, we couldn't beat them.
Well, that tells you everything you need to know. All right, let's pick. I'll be there's 12. Is it 2, 4, 6, 8, 10? Yeah, 12. I'll pick one substitute goalkeeper, and then we'll go with. In fact, we'll go back around. We'll pick another left back, right back, centre back.
All right, cool.
Who's the sub goalkeeper that you would have had instead?
Raya. For me, Alisson has.
I rate him.
Has played more than him this season. It's actually Kelleher's title.
Yeah.
It's actually Kelleher's title. You know, fuck that boy. That was jokes.
No, on his CV, Kelleher can say played 70% of the games in a Premier League winning title. That's his CV, innit?
No. That's true. That's very, very true.
I keep falling into this thing of like when people overly big somebody up, I just try and like downplay a little bit because I can't, like me and you was with Hypocrites before. I can't stand it when people don't want to have a proper conversation. So I've been doing this with Raya, innit? Only because
but he is good. I did
streams on Raya before he got to Arsenal, bro, about how good his shot stopping was. But he's actually like pretty good. He's not the best on the ball, but he's still a goalkeeper, innit? So
the thing is, though, I
saw him duck down.
Yeah, he did do that. That was at the halfway line, innit?
And chop him as well.
Yeah. It's more, you know what it is? It's more his positioning. He has this thing where he just runs out the goal, blood, and he doesn't time it.
Yeah. Let's put it this way. I don't think Arsenal can upgrade on him as a goalkeeper for the way that they want to play. I don't. No. I mean, there's probably goalkeepers out there, by the way. I don't know every goalkeeper, but I feel like he'd be the perfect. He's just perfect.
He's not Spain's number 1 yet, is he?
No, that's Simon. I feel like it's
Simon. He will be the winner, right? He'll end up.
Yeah. I feel like that's coming.
I'll be honest, bro. I don't like his nostrils in it, so that's why I don't want to put him in. But
Jesus Christ,
now he's got irritating nostrils, blood, and he's got that like weird.
Bro, what's that got to do with his football, though?
That's irritating, bro. I don't want to see your brain when you're talking, blood. And obviously, he's got that weird like Spanish English accent. Like that Bellerin accent, blood. It pisses me off. Blood.
Yeah, he's been in there.
They've been in the country for so long now. Like they
just start switching between them, bro.
Like, mate, like, I don't understand. Like,
yeah.
You better harsh, man. I'm going to go with Ray, though.
Emiliano Martinez.
I don't think he's been better at Ray this season.
No, I said in terms of the accent.
Yes.
Oh, actually, sorry. Oh, yeah. Shit, you know what's mad? I forget he's Argentinian, but I also forget he was at Arsenal for time. Like, prior to shit, yeah. He's been here for time.
Shipped him off and they want to win the World Cup, blood.
Yeah. Bravo. Imagine Arsenal fans right now. All right, we'll go with left back. What other left backs do you guys have out there? This one I didn't really know, so you guys.
Dan Burn.
Skelly, Dan Burn.
Oh, Skelly.
Skelly's been good. I got Dan Burn, though.
Who have you got, Jerry?
Yeah. Robbo. I mean, he's won the Premier League, hasn't he?
If you want to go with Robbo, then...
Yeah, so it's 3 different ones. So, you've got to make an executive decision.
Yeah.
Who are the 3? Go on. You said Robbo,
Dan
Burn, and who's the other one? Was there even a third one?
Shimaka's fucking. Although, you know what? I could just put Timber in there, couldn't I?
Timber.
I'm going Timber still.
Timber.
I think he's been one of the better defenders.
Because I've got a right back that I need to get in.
Yeah, and he's played in every position.
But he's played. I suppose he's played right back. No, but Timber has been the right back this season though.
Played right back.
Centre back, right back this season though. Like, if we had to pick a position for him, I can't say left back because he hasn't played there really this much this season. Like,
yeah,
like when you look at it, he's played right back for 95% of the season. It's probably been the 5% of just dipping into a thing. Remember, Skelly. Remember, after Calafiori, it was literally just Skelly for this whole time.
Blue Skelly's been good still. Well, if I can't put Timber, I'm sticking with Dan Burn.
Dan Burn. Who are you sticking with, Jerry? I'll just pick whatever between you two.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. Dan Burn. That's fine.
Danny.
To be fair, Dan Burn, has he played more as a left back or as a centre back this season?
Up until thingy, Botman got injured early in the season, and it was just Dan Burn and Shaw. And Botman came back and he went back to left back.
Okay.
But then they were using Trippier. Remember, Lewis Hall got injured, didn't it? Lewis Hall was cold as well. He's been good. He was dope still. So
yeah, that's what I was saying.
Transfer market moving like this. They're saying that he's not playing left back.
Okay.
Let's go to Skelly in it then.
Yeah, fuck it, man. He's been cold still.
But I'm sure I've watched him play left back. Like
who?
That on here on transfer market.
Like, that man definitely played left back. Like I literally.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you know what it is? He's played left back.
But did we watch it?
I don't view him as a left back, innit?
Yeah. Because remember when Botman wasn't injured, it was Botman, Shaw, and him. So how did they all play at the same time, bro? When Livermento was playing as well. But it was Lewis Hall. You know what? Lewis Hall was the left back for most of the season. And to be fair, if he never got injured, he probably would be in there because he's just a solid, no nonsense, bro. No frills. Probably never see him on an advert, but he's cold, bro.
100. Right back. Who's the right back that you guys would have gone with?
Trent.
Munoz.
Oh, Crystal Palace.
I think Munoz from Crystal Palace is the best right back I've seen.
Hey, don't start this. This is what I said last week, man. Diaz is brethren. He's cold, bro.
He's cold. Hold on, I need to look at it. Every game I watch, he gets an assist or a goal.
Yeah, and he never gets tired, bro. Ever. 90 minutes, still bombing on here. It's cold still.
Yeah, man. Look, what for a Palace team in 35 games? Yes, he's played every single game. He's got 5 assists and 4 goals. That's quality, you know. For a Palace team,
you man in the chat. No one in the chat will say Bradley. No, funny that. Crazy.
Nah, Munoz. For me, Munoz is the right back. If Liverpool can grab him,
do you think then? Okay, what I'll then ask you to this because I totally agree with you because obviously I'm just going because of what you guys said earlier. You think Munoz has been better than Timber this season? Because that's what we're picking is between those two. Really, those are the only two.
I think individually he has. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Timber plays for a better team. Do you get it?
Okay, I get you.
Without taking away anything from Timber, I'm just going to say Munoz going both ways has been better. So Timber going forward ain't been that much impressive. Munoz going both ways, cold.
Yeah, Timber going forward isn't that good. I don't think he's that good.
How come no one's saying Bradley, bro?
Like Timber's played 30 games. He's got 3 assists in 1 goal. Yeah. Munoz in that Palace team. Yeah, you know how Palace play. He's got 4 goals and 5 assists.
Yeah, see. Gee, I don't know why you're laughing. Ask the question, bro. And why is no Bradley, bro? I thought he was the.
He's quality. He's so good,
bro. As in.
No, I thought Bradley was getting from the back, blood. I thought he was.
Bro, hear what I'm saying? If these men don't want to put Bradley, that's their business. I can give 2 shits about Bradley. Kayodu, by the way, is a baller, and Brentford was so clever in getting this brother on loan for the remainder of the season. He is
getting who?
Kayodu. He plays for Brentford.
Yeah.
Who's Kayodu? Who's Coyote?
He plays for Brentford. Literally for Brentford. Right back.
He's Nigerian Coyote. Who's he signed from though?
Fiorentina.
Okay. I don't even know who that is. I'm not gonna lie.
Black brother, he's good. He's good.
Okay.
Very, very good. But yeah, he's not like team of the season good, but yeah, he's good. But Munoz is a very, very, very solid pick.
Very good. Diaz, man, with your new contract tonight, we'll up your price if you have a word, bro.
How old is Munoz, by the way?
He's 26, 27.
Yeah. He looks old, bro. He looks like he's a fruit vendor, blood.
28. He's 28. In fact, he's turning 29.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're not getting him then, bro.
He's one of those. He's not one of them players where if you needed a right back and that was one of the only positions you needed, you would and you're a top club, you'd probably just sign him.
If Liverpool are smart, yeah, and they not even smart, if they think Bradley's going to be this shining light, that's the player you go and get.
Yeah, that's what me and G said. The same age, because
if you're getting Frimpong or one of these young ones, you're telling Bradley it's over. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, literally.
Do you know what I mean? But if you get a Munoz or an Aina, it's like, yeah, you guys can battle it out, but the future is still there. So it depends how you look at it.
It's very interesting, isn't it? Because no Jerkers blood.
That's it, bro. As in, I'm shocked. No one. I know Dustin said it just now, but yeah, I was surprised. No one mentioned Kirkers at all. Like,
he's not been better than Skelly.
No. I agree with you. What I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. Like, when we have conversations, the pedestal that people put these players on is crazy. When now man tried to do team of the season, all of a sudden, he ain't even really there.
No question, you man. I'm pretty sure when I saw him in the Premier League 2 in the youth setup, ain't Skelly a midfielder, bro?
Bro, he's a centre midfielder.
Yeah, but when I watch him in Premier League 2, he's in midfield in every game, bro. Yeah. How is he coming, been left back and been that cold, bro?
Because he's a centre back, centre mid. So nowadays, a centre mid's that Trent just going to play fullback in it.
Yeah, he's cold. Man, dashing people around on that, bro.
The two centre backs. I'm assuming after the conversation we just had, Gabriel was one of them.
Oh yeah, we then put Ibu in as well. Then, blood.
Say that again.
Ibu.
Very good shout. Very good shout. Ibu. I can't really think of many. Oh no, that's a lie. Milenkovic, Zabini.
Milenkovic is a serious brother, blood. That geezer eats fucking bricks for breakfast.
Bro, I was about to say he eats rocks or something for breakfast, bro. Fuck.
I've never seen, bro. You know how I'm not even playing when they go for corners. He looks so intimidating with him in the box, bro.
It must be.
Like, it looks like if you don't get on my way, I'm crashing you, bro. Like, fuck it. Serious brother, man.
I'm trying to think, would I really go with Konate? Do I think Konate's been that good?
Nah, Konate's been good.
He has, innit? He's the second centre. He gets there just on merit, innit? You've won the league, innit? And
Gabriel's been injured for a while, bro, and Konate's still been playing. So the extra games as well. I think Shaw's been good this season as well. Funny enough, I know this don't sound right because of where they are on the table, but the Everton centre backs have been cold this season, bro.
Oh, they have.
Both of them.
Tarkowski's good. Tarkowski's actually just good, innit?
That's a good footballer, bro. Tarkowski can run for you, bro. That's a solid centre back partnership.
Yeah, and then I like it because he's got that. I'll snap McAllister's leg about him as well, innit?
They don't give a shit, bro.
Yeah,
even my man, what's his name again? I keep forgetting. You know the one who's at right back, bro. No frills.
O'Brien.
O'Brien, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
He's another one that, listen, if Liverpool, if City, he will go like City or something. Watch, he's gonna go to City, and then everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, he's so good. Why didn't we get him?"
Yeah. Those stupid conversations. They've got. Oh no, I think I missed it. There's an extra player. We'll go with 3 midfielders. Yeah, we'll pick 3 more midfielders.
Caicedo.
Yeah, Caicedo has to be there, bro. Like, he was in my team of the thing anyway, but Caicedo.
We didn't use Thing in the first part, any Bruno Fernandes. We used Bruno G. So
no, we used Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Bruno G.
Oh,
McAllister's got to go in there as well.
Yeah, sorry, McAllister. I was about to pick Belabor or Eze still, but it's not my point. Forget it.
Belabor.
I was about to say Eze, boy. Like, Fez, if you want to go with McAllister.
But it's weird with Eze, innit? He's only like turned up second half of the season. First half of the season.
But that's why I feel like with McAllister, he was nowhere to be seen in that first half of the season. Second half of the season is where I feel like, he's put in good performances. But first half, I was like, brother, I barely even noticed you was here. Half the time, I felt like Liverpool could have played without you and just put someone else there, probably would have got the same results. It may be difference of like 1 or 2 kind of thing. But you're right, Eze didn't start the season well. That I will say. He didn't start the season.
What about, you think we've done 2? You think Rice has been better?
Than who? I think Rice has been better than McAllister, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, wait, we picked 2 midfielders in. There's 1 more spot.
We can pick another, basically there's an extra person we can pick. If you want to use that on either a striker, a left winger. I was going to wait till the end. Then we decide on that, who you want to pick as an extra.
Cool. Would you wait till the end?
Yeah, Bruno G in it. But...
Yeah, because we picked Bruno F anyway the first time. So.
Yeah.
Please say it's just gonna.
Hold on. Morgan Gibbs White. What are we saying?
Top player, man. Top
like
player.
I said, when we get to the end, we can pick that player.
Yeah, we'll get there because I think he's the best as well, man. Best tendency.
He looks thingy though, innit? Gibbs White. He looks permanently shocked, bro.
yeah. He fully does. Left wing.
It's not open in that.
Left wing.
I was gonna say, wouldn't we just put Diaz after? Because I thought that was the swap before was Diaz and Murphy.
Yeah.
Lucho. Oh, you got nice. That's interesting. Right wing. Right. Who's been good on the right wing?
Bremo's been the best right winger.
Oh, yes. I always spell us wrong. Is it EU? Oh, okay, yeah. And I'm gonna assume Isak would be the other striker.
How many goals does Haaland have?
19.
It's funny, isn't it? Like Haaland's having a crappy season by his standards, right? But
yeah, and Haaland's been injured for ages, bro.
Like, he's been injured for time, bro.
Yeah, he's definitely got like 19 goals in that 28 games or something.
Yeah. This is Haaland's worst year in football, isn't it?
20 goals is his worst year.
Because every other season apart from his
21 goals. 21.
I think it's apart from that season at Molde, I think it was. Or it might be first Salzburg year. His goals are the same amount of games he plays every season or more. It's been like that since his whole career, blood. So yeah, man. Worst season, bro. But if this is a bad season for you, brother, the comeback's gonna be scary for them, man.
The comeback sounds like it's gonna be a madness, bro. It sounds like it's going to be a madness.
Yeah, Dustin Cunha is definitely a shot, especially for playing for Wolves and that. They look like they were going to get relegated early in the season, boy. And he was fighting the staff.
Bro, he's not just fighting us. He's fighting the fucking fans now as well.
Yeah, he's been scrapping everyone he has, bro.
All right, we got one more player we can pick. You can use it for any position that you guys want. Let me know your shouts, and then I guess we'll just decide from there. I can't lie, the bench looks kind of good though. Like it looks like a good team, boy.
Yeah, the bench does look.
Hey, bro, like imagine this was a team, and you've got these guys starting.
Let's have a look at the team. Go down.
Sorry, I don't know if you can see it. Can't make it.
The substitute team, actually.
Oh,
yeah. Ryan goal. Skelly, Munoz, Gabriel, Konate. Midfield of Guimaraes, Caicedo, McAllister, Diaz on the left, and Bremer on the right, and Isak up top.
Yeah, remember, we already know how that Caicedo and McAllister thing works, blood.
Yeah.
What are you saying, but the bench could smoke the first team, blood? I don't know.
Slightly, I'm looking at it thinking, maybe they could smoke that first team. Slightly, you know. Slightly. Not even slightly, actually. I think they would. I actually think they would smoke them.
Madness.
Like, okay, I'll tell you what my team was. If I was so I had Lewis Skelly at left back. Because I said I just don't feel like anyone has matched his consistency from beginning to the end now. Robertson has been good though, and his tendency put him in a conversation where I'm like, I'll pick between any of those two. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Right back, I had Ole Einar. Centre backs, I didn't have Murillo. I had Milenkovic, to be fair. He was the one I picked over Murillo.
Either one, to be honest.
Yeah, either. Centre back, obviously Van Dijk. Midfield, I definitely did not have Gravenberch in there. He was not touching that team.
I saw from your face when you picked him the first time.
Yeah, as in there was no Liverpool midfield in there anyway. Like, I was like, I'm not picking none of these, man. But, yeah, I would have had... Who's on this here?
Is there any Villa players? No Villa players. No Villa players at all, in it.
The only other Villa player I thought to have, and I would have put him on the bench, was Tielemans.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking for my spot, bro.
Tielemans.
That's exactly what I'm picking for my last spot, bro. He's cold.
G, do you remember when I said Liverpool should have got Tielemans?
Jerry, remember we had the conversation about The way man were talking about Tielemans a couple of seasons.
I respect it, yeah, because when I did a stream on Tielemans when we had that, I think it was it Douglas was leaving to go Juve, well, just before, and he was like Arsenal were linked to him and that. And when I mentioned it to these Liverpool fans, boy, you know the first thing they told me, which is a lie. He gets tired too quick. He's not athletic. Bruv, just because he's got like lesbian cheeks and that, and he looks a bit like Emily Sandé, but he can. Bro. Tielemans is definitely one of those players that if he played for someone outside of England, man, then would be like, "Have you seen that Tielemans geezer?"
Yep.
Man, telling me every week about grinders, blood, when Tielemans is in the Prem.
That's a grinders, you know.
To me, Tielemans has performed better than Gravenberch as in terms of consistency. He hasn't hit the peak that Gravenberch hit. I will admit that. Gravenberch hit a level where I was like, right, the level that you're performing at right now is really, really good. Unfortunately, because you can't keep that, obviously he wasn't able to maintain that. And his drop-off, in my opinion, was meteoric, like in terms of you went from 9s to 3s, 4s. Like, I was like, right, like, to me, that's too big of a drop-off. I felt like someone like Tielemans was like 7, 8 for the whole season. Like, I don't think he dropped, but look, maybe one-off games.
I ain't going to lie to you, but now that I'm looking at the team and that, bro, the real question is, forget position, who's been a better midfielder than Tielemans, bro?
Probably what I'm saying. Like Thomas Partey or Gravenberch has to go for me. But if you guys want to keep them there, I'm not going to argue that.
I think Partey goes.
Yeah, I'm willing to sacrifice him still, bro, because now I'm thinking, bro, Tielemans is so cold, bro. Man just dictates the play how he wants, you know. Like, just.
But he's been doing this. This is what
I'm
doing
it. Yeah. It's just the narratives, bro. Narratives are like more. People don't want to. You know what I mean? And it definitely, for sure, that whatever happens lately is what sticks in people's minds, isn't it?
Yep.
Don't trust me. I'm not trying to undermine what anyone's saying in the chat and that, but even some of the names, it's a lot of like when you used to just said second half of the season, and it's not great stuff. Second half of the season, it's just more noticeable stuff. And if man are scoring screamers second half of the season, you're gonna remember that.
And that's why the McAllister thing is why I don't believe it, because I'm like, man, are only talking about McAllister because man has been scoring screamers. But prior to that, no one was talking about McAllister.
Nah, you know the argument I had last week, and because everyone's moaning because I didn't call him world class, and I was like, I don't understand how you can get mad at me when I'm still saying I love the kid. I like a proper rate him.
He's definitely a good player.
Like, and it's like, and then you know the first thing people threw at me, world class, but he's won the World Cup. I'm like, we're not going to do that, innit? Because
shut up.
He's stupid, blood. Like,
so who then takes his place as the extra player then?
Partey?
Yeah. No, I don't want him in there, blood, but I don't know about them charges still, blood. Wait for the jury.
Bro, FIFA didn't even give him a card. Like,
this has been going on for too long, you know. Just to speak on it, it's been going on for too long now.
And you know that I'm pretty sure the whole thing's been cleared for 2 seasons.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Otherwise, he wouldn't play.
Because his thing got cleared before Basuma's did, but nobody cares. Every time he gets the ball, he just gets booed. I'm like, raw. As a man, you're screwed, bro. Like,
I've heard
anyone, bro.
I've heard on record apparently that in the terraces he gets called like a black cunt and that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
When you're being booed.
I can imagine, bro. But he's fucked still. As a man, you're screwed with them kind of allegations. As a black man, he's deaf, blood. It's a death sentence, bro.
As an African man, even worse.
It's even worse, bro. You get me? I remember, like, with him, the girl was taking pictures of him in the shower and that, blood. Like, so he was definitely there. We know he was at the location. We know that much, but
what I'm saying is he's been having baby showers and everything's been calm, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what I said to you, like, but I swear at one point, I know that his name still says Partey, but I'm pretty sure 4 seasons ago, he changed. When that thing happened, he changed his name to Yakubu. I swear, blood. I swear, I must be losing my mind. You know when you're 100% sure of something, and then he came back on the pitch and I was like, did I have a dream that he changed his name? I remember them talking about
Thomas, but not. It was Thomas, but not Yakubu.
But I swear to God, bro, Yakubu is the name.
It wouldn't even be Yakubu anyway.
What you're saying he came onto the pitch and Arsenal had a mishap where they just put Yakubu's name instead of Partey.
No blood. Like, all them charges stuff was going on. Then they announced that he was having a baby or something like that. I can't remember, his girl was in the stands. And then they said something about, like, I don't want to misquote it. And it was something to do with religion. And then there was like, his name's going to be changed to like Yakubu or something like that.
No, Savage is right.
What?
It's here. It's actually.
So yeah. So he just kept because for branding,
he changed his first name to Yakubu as part of his religious because
I swear to God, I remember thinking the whole time, and I was like, nah, maybe I got it wrong. It ain't worth me.
Oh, so they call him Yakubu now from now on. They don't even call him Partey in training.
And you know what? Like, I ain't this man's religion.
Is that why he converted?
Hey, I'm just letting you know, bro. Technically, Partey is the one who done the. Yeah, Partey got charged. Yakubu didn't. Blood, he's got.
You know the ones there. Partey got charged.
What's the worst thing about it is as well is, from what I understand, I ain't been to prison though, but the Muslim gangs are like the strongest. They've got the stronghold in it over the 10 years. Islam in prison, in it. We all know about that. So
yeah, Mendy was good in prison still, and I got that unnoticed from the Mandem. Mendy was good. Nah, because okay, I let man into something. I'm not telling man who said and that, bro. All type the Mandem, HMP and that. Them man said, they weren't like trying to like extort him and that, bro. But he was bringing in snacks for the Mandem and that, and it like, you know me. Man said extra mackerel on the wing and that, blood. Yeah, you good, you safe, blood. Say no more, bro. Yeah,
from when he can do that, for him, it just makes sense to do that anyway. Just to make your own life feel a bit easier. Like
you say that though, but you know it's a fine line because all of a sudden, man's like, "Nah, I want 5 bags now." And then
no. Yeah. You know what
obviously,
it is, bro?
Obviously.
Without being like insensitive to like victims of actual stuff, innit? You know, there's like with that kind of thing. There's 2 different types of it, innit? There's the aggressive dark alley thing, and then there's the grey area thing.
Yeah, the grey area. I know you mean.
Independent, bruv. Man, then when the grey area thing sounds too booky, they're not really on calling you that kind of thing, bruv. If it's kids, you're getting mashed up, blood.
Yeah. There's no grey area with kids.
If it's a gal and a man just explains, nah, blood, she just said, and you hurt me. Man, like, say no more and that. Just bring the mackerel in and that will forgive you, blood, and drop 2 dairy milk with that too, blood. You get me? Give me your kettle. Dairy milk. Yeah, bruv, they were treating him good in there, blood. You know what I mean? So I told you, but R. Kelly's out here singing and that, bruv, dropping birthday messages. And
did you man hear about Tory Lanez?
What? Yeah, bruv.
Bro, he got poked. Bro, he got stabbed like 12 times. How many? Yeah, he's in. From what I saw this morning, literally when I was out on a jog, they said that he's talking, but his lung collapsed. Collapsed.
Shit.
Yeah, he
got Marga as well. So when they're piercing him, it's straight lungs, it's straight organs.
Yeah, you know the ones that you got to walk around like, what's his my man from? What's that film? You got books in your thing, boy, because like under your shirt, so they got wearing books in that.
Man, then got Tory in the corner and said, "Yo, sing for my gal." He said, "No, poke up."
And Tory's a bit, you know what I mean? He obviously he's a singer and that, but I heard he likes to get rowdy. Like,
no, but that's my point. He's the type to get rowdy. He's the type of like, shut the fuck
up. He's 100% the time to get rowdy. Because there's a geezer here that like when I started doing reaction videos, me and him were cool on it from YouTube, and he's blown up now. Like now he's a rapper and that Dax, and he's from Canada too. And there was this whole thing in it, like Tory done this. You know when you put out these songs and then you kind of throw out a shot to everyone like, "Yo, diss me," on some like. I'll take on anyone. Dax didn't, and he didn't like it, and he pulled up on him on camera, blood, and was doing the shaky thing like, "Yo, say sorry now, blood." Say he's one of those, man. Before he punch his hairline off the prick, blood.
Before we finish up, I've just seen the time. Sorry, Savage, I know you had the
No. I'm gonna do it later anyway, bro. Fuck these raw shit, blood. So fuck
him. Manager of the season. Who'd you guys go?
I'm not even towing the line on this one. It's got to be slightly too hot, yeah, blood. Fuck it, bro.
Yeah.
That's a slightly too hotty.
That's a slightly too hotty.
Hey, he was one of my like favorite kind of. I liked him as a wrestler still.
Yeah. You know, now that you're older and you realize how foolish his move was, blood. But back then,
it was foolish. The worm and that. But
imagine, bro. Man, body slammed you on the floor and left you there. Did the whole thing, started stamping his feet to the crowd with his arms out. Then jumped up and around in a circle, spelling out the word worm. Then done a worm, and then all he did was chop you in the neck after, blood. Brother, prick, blood.
I won't be mad at it. My manager of the season was actually Nuno, but it's between Nuno and Slot. And to me, you can pick either one. I think that Nuno has done a better job than Slot has done for Liverpool this season, but that's just.
Why do you think so?
The position that Nottingham Forest were coming into the season, coming off the back of 2 relegation battles.
They nearly got relegated last season, didn't it?
Literally, like we're talking last 2 or 3 games, and this is a theme that had been going on the last couple of seasons. The way that he's got them playing to the point where now we're talking about the one for Europe, but also being such a tough team to actually beat this season. For me, I was just like, I don't feel that the job that Slot had to come in and do, as amazing as it is, no downplaying it whatsoever, it was not as big. You've taken a team that was already challenging for a title and then just won that. I don't think that jump is as big as a team that's literally battling relegation 2 seasons in a row, and we're talking about them, they could still make Champions League. I'm like, bro, like that is a crazy turnaround. Yeah. Did you get what I'm saying? And you've got players like Chris Wood scoring like 20 goals. It's like, come on, dude, that's crazy.
You coach as well, isn't it? Because I'm starting to have this thing, not starting to, but when people talk about like managers and all that stuff, people, like a lot of managers get downplayed on it a lot, bro. When people look at the whole like thing of what to do, because. But I've been rating Eddie Howe for time, bro. But I remember when he got the Newcastle job, straight away everyone was doing, I hear that, Savage, but...
Nah, it's Endz, bro. Endz has got an agenda against
you remember that thing? It's like, he's just there as a stopgap. Because they got the money now, they're going to get a better manager soon and that. Bro, he's still there, bro. Bro, like, he's actually a good manager, bro. Like, I wanted him as the England manager before he got the Newcastle job, but I just think, like, what I think is if you take someone like Eddie Howe and put them in the Liga or Serie A, and his name's like Eduardo Howland. And all of a sudden, have you heard that Eduardo Howland, what he's doing with Bilbao? But because it's at Newcastle, it's trashed. And the same with Michel, the Girona manager. Remember last season how good Girona was? It was almost impossible to beat. They finished fourth or third, and like everyone's like, Michel's going to be the next Man City manager because they got that link in Guardiola. Notice that no one's mentioned him one time this season to you, bro.
Yeah,
not one.
Girona been shit this season. Because they've been shit.
Yeah. So what is he, a shit manager all of a sudden? Leverkusen didn't win the league. Now all of a sudden no one cares about Alonso. But last season they wanted him as Liverpool manager. The Zerbi doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, I mean,
look, Marseille didn't get Champions League football. I'm sure.
Did you see how they got it with Greenwood's goal?
Listen, we're not going to talk about it.
Oh my God, bro! Talk about
too many charges have been put onto this stream.
Was that 93rd minute, bro? Screamer. Hey man, he's going to be one of those. But like I've been saying from when he was like young, bro. When it comes to both feet, top brother.
Yeah, silly,
man.
Silly.
Yeah, that's what you knew. He had to have something with him. You had to have a problem with him, bro, because he was too good on the pitch, bro.
Oh, with the coaching thing though, that's what it is, man. I think people don't understand the context in football, innit? There's so much context that you can look at. Let's use that David Moyes, innit? Outstanding manager, innit? You see what he's done. I'm telling you, he's top of the top.
Yeah.
But you saw the situation that happened at West Ham, innit, where it kind of all petered out. Same thing with this poor manager, even like an Amorim. Amorim's probably a good manager, but he's at the wrong club in United. The structure ain't there. The players aren't there. And look what's going on. They're 18th or 17th, whatever it is. 17th.
I'm actually with you on that because my brother's a United fan and he was talking about like these certain signings if they got them. There's like 3 of them. I think it was like Ederson, Cunha, and then somebody else, bro. And I was just looking at the team and I was like, listen, if I said this online, man, I'm going to call me crazy. But looking at this, if the structure's right, when Man U's on it and you watch them play, they're not bad at all, bro. And I'm like, they could shoot straight back up the table, boy.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Ahmad
got injured as well, and he was like their best player for a minute. As soon as he come back, straight in the firing line. I don't know, man. There's way more better team. Then you got Chelsea still as well.
I think they'll be more surprised next season. I think what they need to do, but they won't do it, is because it's United. They need to go through a period where they go and sign players that they're blatantly not United, quote unquote, level, but they help them stabilize. So going out and saying, cool, we're getting Tarkowski. Going out and getting, cool, we're going to go and get McGinn from Aston Villa. And building a core where the culture is about like just the basics, but everything needs it. Hard work, professionalism, dedication. Once you've got that team there, you can then start, and you got a couple others like your Ahmads and stuff that are there. You build that team around that. Because I look back, I saw a little clip the other day. Solskjaer had the team playing mad, you know.
Yeah,
brother.
I don't know if you've seen the clip on Twitter. He had them playing mad.
Man had them second. He had them second, bro. The ring.
They finished second. They
got to the Europa League final. Remember how different it looks. They were second. They got to the Europa League final, lost on penalties, bro. You get me? They had that like unbeaten record for a while. What was their thing? Didn't they win every away game or something like that? Or they lost one or something? They was unbeaten in like bare away games, bro. And then Pogba kept getting injured in that season as well.
Bro, you're talking about when they had like Cavani up front.
Yeah.
Yo, man, listen, United are weird, bro. They're actually so weird when you feel and you actually deep it. Like they're actually weird. They're a team that we're going to surprise people next season, I think.
Yeah. I just don't think a manager can go from being good to being shit that quick. So I get Amorim, like it's not good the position in the league they're in at all. That is like abhorrent behavior, blood. But he's definitely a good manager, bro. Like he's just not put his imprint on the team at all, bro. So yeah, it's crazy when you think about how to treat these guys and that, man. But.
All right, gonna leave the stream. Big up everybody. Big up honesty every time. Hold on, G. Capital letters as well, so I know you're angry. 99% of the fan base didn't know Slot, and all I heard was Eredivisie coach. Now, what's this BS? No one rated Slot, but now his job was easier. I didn't say it was easier in that context. I'm saying the job for Liverpool Football Club, taking a team that was challenging. I'm sorry, but the reality is, unless we got in...
I know what you're saying, because you're basically saying, like, forget that it's Slot. It's third to the Prem with the two.
Yes. Yeah. I'm not saying
it's third to the Prem with the team who was at won the Prem falling off completely. Yeah, and then it's 17th to Europe in one season.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't care what manager you would have gotten in, even if you had gotten a championship manager and he done what Slot had did. The reality is, obviously, it would be a lot easier to do that than it would be to take a team from 17th to Europe, like in a one season turnaround. By the way.
That's what I said that, because remember when Steve Bruce lost his job at Newcastle, they were failing, bruv. And the money that came, remember, they're the richest club in the world and they haven't spent nowhere near that, bruv. So he came in, took the job, got them higher up the table. Then he improved like people like Almiron and all that. Then they got top 4. Then they played in the Champions League and mashed up bare teams and that. Mashed up PSG 4-0. Get me? Didn't win it. Then the season after, I think he just fell outside. Then this season, and that was with the injuries around there, this season he looks like he's going to get Champions League football, won Newcastle their first trophy. And he seems to be probably going to hold on to their better players as well, bro. If they get the right sponsoring so they can spend their money and like sort of FFP, the problem still.
How did Mac? Honestly, Scraps, I've not watched one Liverpool game. I've only seen highlights. So I haven't got, as in, I don't even know how Liverpool been playing. I'm just taking the word of like Jerry, Savage, and these men when they talk about it. I have no idea.
I'm gonna lie, ain't we been drawing and losing like since PSG kind of like PSG, Newcastle. Then we beat like Leicester and somebody else, but then we lost to Chelsea and we drawn with Arsenal. Like it's a bit been all over the place, to be honest, bro.
I feel like because the league's been won, I don't even care.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, if John, I'm gonna go with what you're saying. Maybe McAllister's been good. Yeah, you know what I mean, like, as in, I really don't even.
The things that I do like about people like McAllister and Szoboszlai and all that, and obviously it's never going to be a guarantee, bro. Is that they're still young players, bro. Like, so
yeah.
When I say someone's not world class, I'm like, bro, just let them have a chance to become world class, and before you start throwing that at them and that, bro. If you get me, like.
Hey, Scraps, man. Don't worry, Scraps. During the summer, there's a lot we've got to chop up, man. There's a lot we've got to chop up.
Oh, yeah, we did. We mashed up Spurs, bro. But it was like a one-off in between that scrappy business, isn't it?
Big up, Pasquale. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Because we can be honest. We won the league and we've been amazing, but we're not being good in 2025 at all, blood.
No, not at all. But listen, it's one of those kind of things. And ultimately, as Savage said, like, we've won the league, so I've not really been focused anyway. And I'm like, bro, does anyone even really care at this point? I feel like Slot was in IB for the other day.
Bro, Slot's managed this season how he manages games, blood. First half, mash everyone up. Second half, relax. Blood.
Yeah.
That's Slot 4-5 is a real thing, bro. He just said, like, listen, we got the job done by Christmas. All I need you lot to do is just win these couple of games, innit? Because remember, like, once you can look at a piece of paper and go, this many games wins you the title. Not this many games keeps you in a race. This many games actually win you a title. And you're Liverpool, who under Klopp, under Brendan, we don't actually lose that many games. That's never our thing, bruv. Like, oh yeah, you'll win the title. Stop, don't be pricks on it. Don't fall off. And hey, we did, man. So hey, mad at it. Big up Slot.
Oh, the whole squad.
Sorry. You know, blood, how I feel about Slot. Like, I like the footballer. Well, I don't like the football, but I don't really like him in it. But I think I like him a little bit more now. Not a little bit. You know what I mean? Don't want to overgas it. Bruv. I like him a little bit more now. You get me?
I'm gonna do the end of season like review anyway, regardless. Yeah. But yeah, the thing is, I prefer the football than I did before. What I don't like about him is just more like I think the stage I'm at now with Liverpool is just I actually think it's not really him. I believe in his tactics and his style of play. I actually think he has the right idea going forward. I'm just tired of the players. Like I'm actually I don't want to see these guys anymore. Like, I think if we just got new players, I'd be more enthusiastic about seeing whatever it is. As in where we finish wouldn't even really bother me. You get me? Do you know what I mean? Like I'm tired of seeing the same brother run.
If you ask what style of play Slot looks like he wants to play, I'm always thinking PSG, and like every time I look at what he's trying to do and where he's trying to play these people, not exactly like them, but especially in the midfield, a lot like that, bro. Especially the kind of players that we were linked to and that before, it kind of seemed that way. And sometimes I just think that we're not good enough on the ball. That's the problem, and like the passing, it's not good enough, bro. But hey, man,
I'm excited for these because I keep hearing big summer, big summer, big summer.
Yeah,
Virgil's saying big summer. Slot is saying big summer. All right, let's see a big summer for the first time in our lives. Let's see it, innit? What's the big summer? That's what I'm trying to see.
Hey, man. Big up Frimpong still, but that's the big summer stuff. Big up Frimpong.
Like I said, we'll come to the end of the summer. We will assess it as we always do. We'll have our conversations, which I know that everybody in the summer like. But I will say this. A lot of you said that this Liverpool team is really, really good. It's excellent. We don't need to add that many players. So don't get angry if we don't sign that many players.
Jerry, is that still the same cat, blood?
Jerry said like every year, bro.
Yeah, I know that's what is the same cat, bro. Nah, cats crease me here because Jerry moved the cat, and when Jerry turned his head back, the cat gave him such a dirty look, boy.
Yeah, man. Look at it, it's massive. It's huge.
Oh, I thought it was the other cat, the like kind of greyishly kind
of. Yeah, the one sleeping. This one.
I just love the fact that cats don't give a shit, blood. They're so rude, bro.
Honestly,
to be fair, this one's not rude. He's more like, why can't I come? He's like, look. He's coming again. Look.
Oh yeah, it's come back.
Yeah. He would just keep coming back until he gets what he wants. So in that regard, he don't give a shit.
All right, guys, let's end the stream. Shit, I need to cut. Big up Savage, big up Jerry every day.
Endz live at 1.
I believe yes, and this will be redirected to Endz's stream, guys. He's got there's an emergency stream.
I'm just gonna let you not know in the chat, bro, because
why is it emergency? What's the emergency?
I will chat to you when we come offline.
Cool. Because of the way Endz have been treating us, bro. Just read the last message he sent to the chat, blood. It's just
what? Why do you think I said earlier on? Why for that? No. And I let
but just started because this is I don't know why man just said that, bro.
I said why for context, that?
Bro. Facials in the bit.
Bro, zero context and just said facials. I said, yeah, I'm gonna just leave that.
And when I was talking about getting toes done, he said it was a Y blood, but this geezer's talking about facials, you prick blood. Jerry, you go. Jerry's an honest guy, isn't it? You go like, what are you laughing already, bro? You go like, you know the you go to the Young Oriental place and that. Yeah, you want fry rye, you want that. You get your nails done and that. Or now?
No.
Not nails. They don't mean nails done in like terms of painting. See, man even said it wrong to make it sound mad.
I've never had that done in my life.
No, what he's saying, have you ever had like a pedicure or anything?
I've never had that done in my life.
Okay.
Bro. You see how aggressive
angry, Jerry? I'm just asking the question,
bro. It's just
angry in that, bro. Like, I'm just asking.
Yeah, we was just basically saying yesterday, like, obviously, it was World Mental Health Week and that was talking about men. And I was just saying, like, you know what, bro? The one thing I rate about women is they don't budge when it comes to taking care of themselves, innit? Like, they're always on it. I was like, yeah, man, then maybe need look at pampering and that. But hey, from that aggressive reaction, fair enough, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. Jeez.
I ain't got it done either, bro. I was just asking. But now I'm definitely not getting it done, bro. Have Jerry shouting at me and shit.
Bro, shouting at man, getting vexed. I'm like, right, okay, you don't do it. That's fair. But yes, guys, make sure 1 p.m. Head on over there. It will be it's not going to be for too long, but it will be a very good conversation that I think everybody needs to have moving forward. And yeah, I'll let him explain the rest more in his stream. I'm just going to end the stream. Big up Jerry, big up Savage. Make sure you guys subscribe to their channels. I will be back maybe tomorrow, actually. Maybe for the rest of the week, I think I'm going to be free anyway. So yeah, I will be back tomorrow and we'll chop up about whatever we want to chop up about, man. So guys, peace and love. Enjoy the rest of your day.